Hello. Man, I am sore from that workout. Break Tufano upload any fucking bullshit? I did another live stream. And looks like he has at least one new short. Blaha's gay, donate tiller skip to 907. Is this gonna be horrific? Yeah, it is. Sid donate tillers, what happened to your video on Greg, and what about his video? Sorry if you already answered. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Thanks for the donation, Sid.
Loser. So...
Right. Look at that. You know you want that in your mouth.
Yeah, we've already seen this before. This is a 3-month-old video. Thanks for the donation, Blaha's gay. Ugh. I don't know who the hell would want to see him naked.
You're fine.
Oh, 10 days ago. That's
the biggest lie that Dr. Taban has made to me, and is probably some catchphrase he's come up with to tell all of his patients, is that orbital decompression only has a 1%
current steroid dose. Jason Blaha says you're on a ton of stuff and you have been for a long time, you've just been lying about it.
I'm on 37.5 milligrams of testosterone and enthate, 30 milligrams boldenone, and 5 IU's growth hormone per day. If I've been on a lot of steroids in the past, then they weren't working too well. Thanks for the donation, dude. Sid Donate Chillers, what the fuck, that's bizarre. Check yesterday, both videos, his and yours weren't there. Maybe you're, just retarded. Thanks for the donation though, Sid.
Percent chance of double vision. What he actually means to say is that orbital decompression has a 20% chance of making you a cross-eyed freak. Closer to a coin flip than what he was suggesting. And him camouflaging the botch rate, what, in his practice it's 1 or 2%? I don't believe that either. I don't know where he pulled those numbers out of. And then to use the word double vision as opposed to strabismus, literally, that's one of the things I sued him for fraud.
What do you think would cause double vision, dumbass? Like he's so fucking retarded.
Fraudulent concealment. Literally lying and misrepresenting data and the surgery you're performing on a patient to get them to do it. And then what happens when you completely mess them up and they actually look into the truth?
The worst aspect of getting any surgery is that these doctors will literally stab you, gouge your eyes out, do all this crazy stuff to your body, and then refuse to treat your pain. I've been going to this pain management clinic for the better part of a year, and they basically just gave up. Like every month or so, they just give me a different drug that didn't work, that didn't relieve the pain. I'm still laying in bed 15 to 18 hours a day. If anything, most of the drugs made it worse. Most of them either gave me insomnia or made me even more tired or made me nauseous or gave me other side effects in addition to the pain that wasn't being relieved. And then when I go online and post about it, people say I'm like seeking pills or like a drug addict or whatever, when I've never taken any of those drugs in my life. The reason I'm lying in bed all day is because I'm in pain and I'm trying to relieve it, and I don't have any reliable treatment options. So it's really disgusting that.
Why does he look like his, like, it looks like his face is longer?
That what these doctors do, then they'll refuse to treat the pain, and then they'll send their cronies after you if you call.
Yeah, it's like his face is longer all of a sudden.
I called up every single law firm in the state of California that advertised medical malpractice, and not one of them would represent me because they're all bought and paid for by the secret society, Freemason, Illuminati.
They wouldn't represent you because you wouldn't fucking pay them, dipshit. He admitted this. He was trying to find a lawyer who would represent him for free.
Doctors. I had a textbook medical malpractice case. By the book definition of medical malpractice that was committed against me, not to mention fraudulent misrepresentation and all of the other civil crimes that this doctor committed against me. There are multiple claims against this doctor. By the book, perfect case against the most famous and wealthy oculoplastic eye plastic surgeon in the world, and not one lawyer wanted to take the case. You would think common sense in your head, oh, big payout for the lawyer. Their friends, their buddies, bought and paid for. No one will even you think you have a slam dunk case? The lawyers won't even help you. That's how crazy it is.
Lawyers will represent you if you pay them. He won't pay them, thus they will not represent him.
Can we relive this absolutely hilarious moment? Frank's tattoo looks like a teddy bear.
Well, there's little Prismo. I miss him. Oh yeah, it does. Holy shit, you're right. Good eye.
Jurian Ryder.
Motherfucker. Fucking gonna kill you. $2.92. Doesn't this sound like a headline from Onion? Democrats slam proposal to give Marco Rubio the power to revoke passports. Yeah, it literally does.
Let's make the most delicious chili all dumplings made with rice paper. Vegan, naturally gluten-free. Normally you would just use frozen ones to save time, but if you can prep these easy dumplings and pop them into the freezer, you can make these chili all dumplings in exactly or lesser than 10 minutes. First, chop up your cabbage and shiitake mushrooms, then crumble some tofu. Once that's done, add sesame oil and saute some ginger and garlic paste until cooked. Then add in your mushrooms, cabbage, crumbled tofu and saute for a few minutes. Then add in your edamame, spring onions, light soy sauce, mirin, mushroom seasoning, 5-spice, white pepper, salt, and mix that well. Cut your rice paper sheets into 4 and layer 3 of those sheets in this manner. Dip it in
I'm gonna be honest, this looks like shit.
water and add a spoonful of filling and fold them into a dumpling shape like this. Steam these for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then for your chili all sauce, add chili crisp, soy sauce, mirin, agave, and a splash of hot water. Add this chili all sauce on top of the dumplings, garnish with spring onions, and enjoy. Don't forget to follow for more easy plan.
That looks like absolute shit. That's fucking stupid. What, so everyone can watch the porn you're looking at?
Attacked. The post-millennial journalist attacked by Antifa. Wow, that is quite a shiner. You all right?
Oh yeah, I definitely have a black eye. So that's what it's been like covering Portland for the past.
The post-millennial journalist.
That's what it's been like covering Portland for the past 4 months. Complete lawlessness.
Wow. They say it's just one city block. Is that even true?
That's not true. So it went from.
Car's back there. Put it in park now.
I'm sorry, officer. I just.
Don't move. Door's locked. Unlock it right now.
I can't get a ticket.
Hey, stop the car. Fucking.
That would happen. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Sup nigga? You wanna talk some shit? Call me, and start some shit bitch. Sup foo? You gonna talk shit about me homie? Where you from? Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call and they all talking shit about you right now.
Alright, I'll call later. Thanks for the donation, just dial nigga.
So Mike Israetel's friend, Milo Wolf, just posted a 38-minute defense of Mike's PhD thesis. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't laughed this hard in weeks. This man really said, "Let me help my friend," and then proceeded to make everything worse. Nothing says my PhD is totally fine like your buddy needing to spend 40 minutes explaining why it's actually okay that it's bad. So we're gonna watch the best parts of this disaster together, and I'm gonna point out exactly where Milo fumbles the bag. And yes, this is my third video about a PhD from 2013. Why? Because you keep watching them. We're all part of the problem. Let's get into it.
The version of Mike's dissertation I've reviewed is a much later draft. This is the document Mike himself saved, defended, and sent to me, and it corrects many of the typos and inconsistencies that Solomon highlighted in his video. Somewhere along the line, an older version ended up in the repository, through no one's fault in particular, and that appears to be the version Solomon accessed.
Okay, so Milo's opening move is Solomon.
I literally said he was gonna make this excuse a couple days ago. I literally said he's gonna say that it was a rough draft. Maybe he saw my fucking live stream and was like, oh yeah, I'll use that excuse. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, because he would have had to have rewritten the entire document from scratch rather than just revising a document that he already had saved on his computer. So that whole story just seems strange. And how in the fuck did the rough draft get uploaded and nobody noticed? For 13 years? Or no, 12 years? So clearly no one's reading whatever the fuck you're sending the university. Cam donated $2. Let me see. Oh, it's your cat.
For me, you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, well, you're doing 65 and a 45, and You're a cat. You can't be driving. All right, hang tight. Don't take off. I'm gonna need your owner's info. Good.
Yeah, he's your cat. Fuck.
For tonight? You've been swerving a bit. Mind telling me what's going on? I see we got a couple open peanut butter jars here. You been eating and driving? Hey, no, hey, stop the car, just back! Evening.
It's a good dog. Thanks for the donation, Cam.
Reviewed the wrong version, checkmate. Except, how does this help? You're telling me Mike or the university uploaded an incorrect draft to the official repository and nobody noticed for 12 years? That's not a defense. That's evidence that nobody gave a shit about this thesis, including Mike himself. Also, Milo admits the correct version still has typos, formatting errors, and problems. So we went from catastrophically bad to just regular bad. And you're acting like this is a win? That's like if someone accused you of robbing a bank for $100,000 and you go, actually, I only stole $75,000. So this whole thing is over.
LOL, that was me with the DR troll. Gotcha, bitch. Here's your video you uploaded now, edits.
So... Eh. Frank is such a fucking idiot, dude. It's just... Love how he's just the perfect lol cow. Thanks for the donation, dipshit. Dodo donated $2 VG. Today I was in a store and a woman with a niqab and her 3 young children were screaming and crying. So fucking loud, oh my god, and why is it always a woman with niqab who doesn't control her kids also?
A military buildup of U.S. assets in the Middle East appears to indicate that the Trump administration could be gearing up for another round of war with Iran. Now, there's also the possibility that this buildup is just meant to serve as a deterrent, but let me give you the details. You can decide for yourselves. So Newsweek is reporting that a massive wave of US Air Force KC-135 Stratotankers has moved into the Middle East, marking one of the largest aerial refueling deployments in recent months. Similar large-scale military movements were observed just before the 12-day conflict involving Israel and US strikes on Iran's infrastructure and nuclear facilities. So there are flight tracking, there's flight tracking that shows that the aircraft are leaving from Atlantic bases in the US to US Central Command headquarters in Qatar. And so at the same time, you should keep in mind that tensions have been rising as a result of stalled nuclear negotiations between the United States and Iran. Now, Cenk, why did those nuclear negotiations between the United States and Iran stall?
Because Israel did not want us to have a peace treaty with Iran or take their nukes out.
Yeah. Well, it's not like they're worth listening to. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
My brother in Christ, you still could.
Oh, hey, Gum Gum. How you doing, little baby? How's my big, handsome brown boy? You want to come cuddle? I'd like to cuddle with my kitty.
committed the crime.
I would consider my PhD kind of mediocre at best. It is a passing PhD. It is well within what is normal for PhD programs. There is no...
Yeah, if that's what's considered normal for a PhD, then I think that it's definitely nothing to brag about. H donate $2. Mr. Beast has always been dead inside.
Hide me in 10 years. I'm going to schedule upload this video 10 years in the future. So you're going to see this in 2025. It's 2015 for me right now. Dude, what if I'm dead? Dude, if I'm... Ooh, that would be weird. That'd be so weird. Rip. Maybe I'm a big loser.
I hate him. Is this a slave lifestyle?
Because they say, oh, I want to be a dad. Like, really? Are you earning enough money? Have you done the right work? Have you asked for a raise, asked for promotion, got up earlier, stayed up later to make sure your family does not have any financial pressures or issues? People say, oh, you know, it's not that easy. I understand that. But then you need to come last in everything. In the sense where I'm not going to spend money on myself until my family is able to not have that kind of financial pressure. And guess what? You as men are a lot tougher and a lot more productive and can work a lot harder than you think. You can push yourself even harder. You could do a double-double. You could do an all-nighter. You could do the red-eye flight across the country. You could push yourself to be able to provide for the family. Because here's the one thing I have found. Once you have kids, there is this primal thing that comes into you where if you think you have worked hard before, when you have to go feed a child and provide for a family, you are willing to go to the ends of the earth and push yourself in ways that you never thought possible. And that is your initial and most important task as a father.
Sounds like a raw deal. Why would you ever want to have fucking kids? I love how these dumbasses like are trying to encourage people to have kids, and then they're like, it sucks. Like, you have no free time, you have to work super hard, and you get no reward for it. Have kids. Like, how about no?
Are you all right?
Are you okay? Oh, I'm feeling better than ever.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Are you racist?
Am I what?
Stay here.
Are you racist? Am I racist?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a racist. Why do you ask that? Why is it that people who stand up for America and who want to...
I'm not listening to that. Thanks for the donation, stupid. Chill stream, donate $2. Let me see.
Don't catch you slipping now.
Why are you sending me fucking trash? Okay. Great. Thanks for the donation, dude. Son Goku donate $2, low volume versus high volume.
Yeah, I do around 50 sets per workout, but don't worry, I recover quickly and I just respond well to high volume. You see, this is the logic that I had 3 years ago when I was doing 15 exercises per session with 5 sets each, thinking, you know, I look pretty decent, so it's gotta be working, right? Oh, how wrong I was. You see, this was me in December of 2020, and this was me 8 months later in August 2021. Absolutely no visible progress whatsoever. Now, to take it one step further, here's a video of me benching 205 for 5 reps, also in December, and squatting squatting 290 pounds for 5 reps as well. Now fast forward again 8 months back into August, and what do you know? I'm benching that same fucking 205 for 5 reps, and I'm squatting the exact same 290. And you know what else? I was the exact same fucking weight in both. I made zero progress in the gym, I built no muscle, I was always fatigued, and you know what I said? My body seems to respond.
Why is every fucking video everyone makes so fucking annoying? Oh, I like literally cannot fucking listen to this horse shit. Thanks for the donation, Sengoku.
Good job with the DR video, dipshit.
I don't care. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Kids are fun. Just like you have your cat, Gummy, and other animals, you have to spend money and time on them, but you get a lot of fulfillment out of spending time with them.
I think the average cost to raise a child from pregnancy to the age of 18 is like $300,000. So comparing raising a kid to having a cat is fucking retarded. Like, just out of this world fucking stupid. Like, you're an idiot if you think having kids is fun. You're dumb. Like, okay. Great. If you think that's fun, basically wasting your fucking money and not having a fucking Lamborghini Huracan so you can raise some fucking stupid kid. Well, there's a reason why people work at fucking Walmart, I guess. Thanks for the donation, Alan.
Actual controversy about it, but is it some kind of grandiose thing? No. Did I ever claim that it was grandiose? Absolutely not. I said I have a PhD, and I almost never talk about it because I'm not even so interested in talking about it. No.
This is my favorite clip in the entire video because Milo plays it like it helps Mike's case. See everyone? Mike admits his PhD is mediocre. He's being so humble and honest. Brother, if your defense strategy includes your client admitting his work is mediocre, you might want to reconsider your entire approach. You know what makes Mike admitting this even funnier? All those clips of him saying, "I'm smarter than almost every..."
Yeah, that is retarded. I'm smarter than everyone else. I'm a super genius. I'm better than everybody in everyone's fucking field of study. Oh yeah, my PhD, at best it's mediocre. Maybe it's actually like below average. Like, yeah, that's stupid. This guy's a fucking clown, dude.
Every coach, maybe every coach. My IQ is above 160. I have a PhD, so I know more than you. You spent a decade flexing this credential as proof of your superiority, and now that someone actually read it, suddenly it's, well, it was just mediocre and I never said it was good. You can't have it both ways, Mike. Either your PhD matters and proves you're an expert, or it's a mediocre participation trophy. Pick one.
After all, you can still usually find the sources. And the repeated methods? That's not carelessness, it's convention. In a multi-study dissertation, each chapter is designed to stand on its own, often in a format that could eventually be published as a paper. That means the methods are presented consistently across chapters, sometimes repeated almost verbatim. In fact, I was explicitly advised to do the same during my PhD, since examiners often read a dissertation in separate sittings. Repetition, in this context, supports clarity. It's a feature, not a flaw. Think of it like a recipe book. Each chapter might start with, preheat the oven to 180 degrees. It's repeated not because the author is lazy, but because the same instruction applies each time.
Okay, Milo, cool analogy. Now let me fix it for you. Imagine every recipe in the book said preheat oven to 180 degree, with the same spelling errors repeated throughout the entire book. At that point, it's not convention, it's incompetence. Nobody's mad that Mike repeated his methods. We repeat methods in multi-study papers all the time. What we're clowning on is that he copy-pasted the errors. the same typos, the same grammatical mistakes, the same awkward phrasing, 3 times without fixing any of them. If you're intentionally repeating a section for clarity, you proofread it once and then copy the corrected version. You don't copy-paste the broken version and call it convention. This is like defending someone who keeps making the same mistake by saying, well, they're very consistent. Yeah, consistently wrong.
But this is where context matters. Exercise science in the early 2010s wasn't where it is today. At the time, there was an active debate about whether increases in muscle size directly contribute to increases in strength and performance, or whether the two just happen to correlate. Researchers like Jeremy Lenicky were skeptical, pointing out studies where people got stronger without getting bigger, especially in beginners. Meanwhile, figures like Mike Stone, Israetel's supervisor, leaned on decades of coaching experience showing that bigger athletes consistently perform better. Mike's dissertation sat in the middle of that debate. By examining Division I athletes across multiple sports, his work added replication and evidence to one side of an
Like, this is just fucking retarded. Yes, Mike Israetel was able to demonstrate that muscular people are better at being strong. Like, okay, great. Wow. Big contribution. Oh, gee. What would we do without Mike? Oh, if you're bigger and stronger, you're better at sports? Oh, who would have fucking figured? That's why athletes take steroids. Ah.
An unsettled question. Was it groundbreaking? No. Was it earth-shattering? No. But it was incremental science on a live controversy.
Oh, so Mike's revolutionary contribution to science was
What's the fucking controversy? What?
confirming that bigger muscles make you stronger? Groundbreaking. Someone called Stockholm and prepared the Nobel Prize. Milo frames this like Mike was settling this huge scientific debate, but then admits coaches and bodybuilders had known this since the 1950s. So you did academic research to...
No. People have known this since ancient times. This is just absurd. So, for one thing, you can look at ancient Greek and Roman writings about strength training and the relationship between muscular or body size and strength. Even before then, there's so many mentions just in any kind of literature or storytelling where people just intuitively make just identify the relationship between size and strength. Everyone knows this. There's a reason why you're not going to pick a fight with a fucking bear or an elephant. This is just fucking stupid.
To prove what everyone already knew? Cool thesis, bro. And here's the thing. If this was such an important contribution to an active debate, why didn't Mike ever publish it? Where's the journal article? Where's the peer review? He admits he never published this externally. It sat in a university repository for 12 years because Mike himself didn't think it was worth pushing forward. If you discovered something genuinely valuable that settled a debate, you'd want the world to see it. The fact that Mike got his PhD and never bothered trying to publish tells you everything about how important this contribution actually was.
In the years after Mike finished his PhD, the so-called replication crisis exposed deep cracks across the sciences, at first in fields like psychology, but also in exercise science. And this remains an important issue to this day. A massive multi-lab effort published just a couple of months ago, which set out to replicate many landmark experimental studies in the field, found that only about 28% of exercise science studies replicated successfully, with the average effect size shrinking by about 75% compared to the original findings. One of the drivers of that crisis was a short-sighted incentive to publish only novel or flashy results, while replication studies were dismissed as boring or derivative. Seen through that lens, Mike's dissertation looks less like unoriginal busywork and more like exactly what science needs.
No, it's fucking retarded. Again, You can even see animals recognize this relationship between size and strength. Like there's a reason why crocodiles won't fucking pick a fight with a hippopotamus. Like, crocodiles are not particularly smart animals, and they will not pick a fight with a fucking hippopotamus, because they know the hippo will fucking kill them. Like, relatively dumb animals know there's a relationship between size and strength. And then Milo is saying, oh, well, Mike Israetel was contributing to science by, trying to replicate some of these ideas that muscular size is related to strength. A fucking crocodile figured this out.
This might be Milo's best argument, so let me explain why it still doesn't work. Replication is important. Science does need people to verify the previous findings hold up. That's all true. But Mike didn't replicate anything. He didn't take a previous...
No, Mark Carney is a shit prime minister. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's just another useless liberal fucking cocksucker.
...study and reproduce it. He didn't test whether prior findings held under new conditions. He just measured some Division I athletes and found that the big strong ones performed better. That's not replication. That's just observation. Real...
Frank's short where he mentions people's comments saying he's on pain meds and then denying it, is hilariously what an addict typically would say.
Like, he's talking about going to some clinic to get, like, different meds. Like, he's obviously getting prescribed pain meds. He's just full of shit and he's a fucking idiot. So, yeah, he's just, a lying addict. Thanks for the donation, one.
Replication would be researcher X found Y using Z methods. I'm using the same methods on different people to see if I get the same results. Mike's approach was everyone assumes strong people are strong. I measured some people. Yep, they're strong. Cool. That's not addressing the replication crisis. That's just collecting data that confirms what everyone already thought. Nice try though, Milo. Points for creativity.
To date, Solomon has made more than 10 videos about Mike. That's over 13 hours of content, targeting a single person. Topics range from 2-hour collaborations critiquing Mike's bodybuilding performance, to hour-long reactions to his surgery, to videos like this one attacking his academic...
Oh my god. When someone's criticizing my friend, here we go. Buzz and Tillers, how much you want to bet this Milo guy loves Prophet Muhammad and Hamas? I have no idea if he has any religious affiliation. I don't even know what his background is. Thanks for the donation though, Fuzz.
Record. A quick look at his views on videos where he features Mike versus his non-Mike content shows an enormous discrepancy in his views. When one person becomes your channel's most reliable source of outrage, views, and income, it raises the question of motive. Then you look at his...
Who the fuck cares? So, okay, let's say he was motivated to make more views. What the fuck does that have to do with any of the criticisms he made?
Collaborators. In many of his takedowns, Solomon features or aligns...
Yeah, I'm gonna play Battlefield 6.
...with people like Greg Doucette, Johnny Shreve, and Lyle McDonald, all of whom have long-standing personal or professional grudges against Mike. Greg has built a reputation on endless reaction content, often at Mike's expense. Johnny has spoken for hours about his falling out with Mike, and Lyle has spent years attacking just about everyone in the industry, Mike included. Now, you can choose to believe that all of these people independently reach the same conclusion, or you could recognize the obvious. This is a circle of critics who amplify one another, and Solomon often amplifies the same critiques raised by others, to the point where it can feel to some viewers like he's acting as their spiteful voice.
Milo, my guy, you opened this video by saying Dr. Mike is a friend of mine. You're not exactly an unbiased observer here. And yeah, Solomon probably makes these videos partly because they get views. That's how YouTube works. Controversy performs well. But you know who else is making money from this drama? You. This defense video is probably going to do way better than your normal content because it's part of the Mike situation. And here's the thing, even if Solomon is motivated by views and money,
What a gay retard. Let's see. Oh yeah, what do you know? So his fucking Mike video got 103k views, which got this may be like, let's see. He has some older videos from like a year ago. Yeah, so this video's literally only been out for a day, and it's in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's in the top 20, so 18th. And it's only been out for a single fucking day. And then this fucking dumbass is like, I think you were motivated to make this video because of the YouTube views? Okay, I guess we could use that same fucking argument for you, dumbass. Dodo donated $2, let me see. Okay.
Stole it from rich scum. By all means, keep it and sell it. But I'm like a really yeah. So, and I want to say, if you guys come up with my iPhone, I will give you more than I'm an honest person.
You can't hate him enough. That link is broken.
Michael Sheikh wrote to a bunch of us. We were all members of the International Solidarity Movement. And he sent out this notice and he said, you know, I had this idea that maybe we could buy a boat in New York and we could sail it across the Atlantic and sail it down the coast of Europe and then into Gaza. I was sitting with my friend Mary Hughes Thompson, who is the other major co-founder. The two of us started this, and then we got another 5 people involved. And I looked at her and I said, oh, let's do it. One story that I always try to tell all of you is that once we finally got these crazy boats, they were moored in Greece. And I was in charge of the media office. That's my background. And I was in charge of the media office, and we were all in Cyprus. And so I would put out a press release, and it would say, the boats are in Alexandria, getting ready to go. And then 2 weeks later, I'd say, the boats have moved to Turkey, and they're getting ready to come to Cyprus. Well, the boats were never either one of those places. They were always in Greece. So the Zionists, when they want to attack me, they do that quite often, say to me all the time, you lied all the time. But I said, yeah, we did. Yoo-hoo, we lied. Somebody in
Yeah. Yeah, we know. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Hey bro, long time fan, noob question, where does most of your protein come from? Top 3 foods. Thanks for the advice, looking huge.
Tofu, chickpeas, and protein powder. Thanks for the donation, Buzz. Sir William Squire Von Dutch donated $2. Cosmic Skeptic at the door and asks to use the toilet. He admits he was wrong and made lazy excuses. He says he'll recant his statements. What's your response to him? Like I'd let him shit in my toilet. Thanks for the donation, Sir William Squire Von Dutch.
That doesn't make him wrong. Ad hominem attacks don't address whether the criticism is valid. If the dissertation has errors, it has errors regardless of why someone pointed them out. Attacking the messenger doesn't change the message.
But here's the reality. In doctoral research, the single most important factor is not the university's overall rank. It's your supervisor and your research environment. Mike went to ETSU for one reason, Mike Stone. Stone was a giant in strength and conditioning research, with decades of experience bringing science to elite athletes.
He wouldn't be in that fucking school.
All right, so Milo's argument is that university rankings don't matter. What matters is your supervisor, and Mike had the best supervisor in the entire field. Cool.
Clearly he fucking didn't, not if he's working at that school.
Cool. Great point. Now let me ask you something. If Mike had the best possible supervisor, this legendary researcher with decades of experience, why did the dissertation turn out mediocre? Mike Stone, this giant of sports science with hundreds of publications, looked at Mike's work with its copy-pasted errors and impossible statistics and said, yeah, this is fine. Give him the doctorate. So either Mike Stone isn't as good as you claim, or B, he completely dropped.
He wouldn't be working at that fucking university. It's a historically black college with an 87% acceptance rate. Like, it's just a joke. And yeah, that paper would have never been fucking accepted. Does WD-40 work for lubricating bike chains? It's a shitty lubricant.
Drop the ball as a supervisor, or C, standards in the field are just really low. None of these options help Mike. It's like saying my dad is Gordon Ramsay and he taught me to cook and then serving burnt food. That's more embarrassing, not less, because you had every advantage and still fucked up.
Perhaps the most common mechanical failure in the thesis is Mike's inability or refusal to press the spacebar. Missing spaces between words and after punctuation are so frequent, it's as if the spacebar was rationed. They're everywhere. By the time you encounter the 100th instance, you're no longer wondering how they slipped through. You're wondering if Mike's keyboard was partially submerged in cement.
Notice how Milo glosses over this one? Because there's no good defense for it. This happened hundreds of times, according to Solomon. You can't explain that away as, oh, everyone makes typos. At some point you have to ask, did anyone proofread this? Did anyone look at it even once before submitting? That's not a typo. That's negligence. That's the kind of error that Microsoft Word would flag automatically. Your computer would be screaming at you that something is wrong, and somehow it made it through to the final submission. That's not a typo. That's negligence.
I guess technically I submitted the wrong draft to the graduate school, and so that's been, being rectified.
I've been taking myself seriously and training hard. My mom has been trying to put me down for no reason. I wanna get strong as possible because I'm a man lol, and now she raised me well, but my brother was right. She just to pride and with anger issues no man would her.
Women are kind of just dumb cunts when it comes to shit like this. I find it especially common with like middle-aged and older women. Whenever dudes want to get in shape, they always try to put them down. I think they're just like fucking lazy losers or something, and then when somebody's trying to better themselves, they take personal offense to it. But fuck your mom. Thanks for the donation, Vanquished. Thanks for the gifted membership, Joseph. Appreciate that.
Right now, but yeah, my PhD was as Jared Feather likes to say, 100% fine, which is a euphemism for it happened and it was okay.
I submitted the wrong draft. Brother, how do you submit the wrong draft of your doctoral dissertation? This is supposedly the culmination of years of work, the document that proves you're qualified to be called doctor, and you can't keep track of which version is final? That's like showing up to your wedding in the wrong tux, or bringing the wrong baby home from the hospital. This isn't some random homework assignment, it's your PhD. And then Mike describes it as 100% fine, which he admits is a euphemism for it happened and it was okay. That's not a defense. It was fine is what you say about food that wasn't great. The movie was fine. My day was fine. When you spent years of your life on something, fine should not be the bar. All right, so what have we learned from Milo's valiant defense of his friend? We learned that the wrong version excuse doesn't help when the right version also has problems. We learned that admitting your work is mediocre at best is not actually a good defense strategy.
Yeah, especially when you claim you're a super genius who's better than everyone at everything.
We learned that its convention doesn't excuse copy-pasting errors 3 times. We learned that addressing a live debate doesn't count when you're just confirming what everyone already knew. We learned that attacking your opponent's motives doesn't make your friend's dissertation better. And most importantly, we learned that when your defense requires 38 minutes of explaining why it's actually okay that the work is mediocre, you've already lost. Look, Mike's training advice is probably fine. Renaissance periodization helps people, the app works. None of this actually...
I'm getting recommended a lot of weird shit.
For this incredible expo to train with Mike Summerfield, the Arnold Classic champion, getting ready for the O. He's, I guess today is 7 weeks out, so it'll be fun.
What is this editing? What's like? So this is filmed vertically with a cell phone, and they have that like dumb blur thing to fill out the whole frame, and then it just goes away. Who the fuck was editing this for him, or did he edit this himself?
Train with him today, see what he does 7 weeks out. What I like so far is that we are at an expo, and if you guys
Why was this filmed vertically?
don't know, expos are nonstop meeting and greeting, an emotional for an expo is my bad. So this would be a very insightful workout because I don't think the majority of society get the concept of 6 weeks out.
It's really sensitive. If I push too much, I get too tired and too exhausted. If I push too less, I'm not going to be ready for the show. So it's always like I need to listen really carefully what's going on in my body.
Yeah. This is the second level. Because something I know he thinks is that when you don't push enough, when you're getting ready for a show, you mentally feel, now this is a tough one, you mentally feel like you can do more. But at the same time, he has to be so precise, and going to that level of overtraining is so easy at this stage. So it's great for you guys to be
Yes, you're repeating what he just said.
able to see this at this level. And things you won't notice, watch the warm-ups, watch the little things when you're drier, because this is a different world.
I can't remember what my forearms measured, so I have no idea.
Everything feels heavy. Let's start with
That's
tech exercise to open up and stretch the chest.
Let's do it. Let's
Did
do
you
it.
try the new tech stuff?
I haven't.
Oh,
I
you're
haven't.
gonna love
I
it.
haven't.
They produce the best machines in the world. I like to do fast warm-ups in order to not waste too much energy. So what we're doing is we're starting low weights, 15 reps, get the blood in, increasing the weight straight away for like 10 reps. And then final step, it's the third one, almost the weight we're going to use for working sets in order to stimulate and adapt neurologically. So it
My
doesn't feel
arms
that
are
heavy
18 and a
before
half
working
inches
set kicks
right
in.
now.
What I always focusing on is, as I'm going into the stretch, I'm breathing in, lifting my chest up, and go all the way back until it gets really uncomfortable. And from there, in a super high control position, together. It's like a bow and arrow. You pull, and then boom, you shoot.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So you guys heard him talking about the nervous system aspect. Again, a majority of society just forgets about that.
This is where everything starts. Muscle growth, diet, everything.
Coming in, coming in. Six weeks till the show.
Yes,
so
sir.
that may mean that it's 5.5 weeks, if not 5 weeks more of training.
Yes, I never count the last week of
Right.
contest prep. Because it's not prep, it's recovery until you're ready.
Until it's precise.
I love the machine. That's actually the reason why I chose the gym. Because they have UTEC, Gym Leco, and Hoist.
Did you guys hear that? So he chose this gym today because of the equipment they have. So big props to the equipment. Come on. Check out
This
that
is
range.
so weird and awkward.
Larger than life superhero right in front of us, but the range of motion, again, beautiful.
You know what my dad told me when I was young? He competed like 30 years ago. And he told me...
Back in my day.
I mean, you're like kind of 24 years
Yeah.
old, right? Now, he told me we should maybe not record this, but he told me, you never please a woman with half of your dick, right? I was like, yeah, sure. So why are you doing half the reps? So...
Well, maybe if you have a small dick.
Like his dad already.
Oh, you would love
Bam!
him.
I would love his dad. He
He will
sounds
come
like my
over to
dad.
Vegas.
Will he?
Yes.
Please.
Every
I
year.
gotta meet. I gotta meet.
You will love him. Watch his hands. See his hands. They're rotating inwards. Can you see what happened? Really smart. These are the details, I'm telling you.
Oh, I like that. You're right. That's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
That's very smooth.
You need to see all the details. Watch his eyes, they're closed for a reason. This is why I always tell you guys, close your eyes, close your ears, close your head, feel every rep, every inch.
There's no benefit to closing your eyes.
This is how you activate muscle. This is how you get the muscle-mind connection right. Amazing.
6 weeks out.
Amazing.
Right?
Amazing.
The future.
He filmed a vertical fucking video where he literally had no idea of what to like actually do or say to this guy. And they're literally just filming fucking warm-up sets. What is everyone's fucking problem? What's the point of even fucking filming this? Like, for fuck's sakes.
And back to that nice artistic physique, like the guys on the wall.
How long?
Jesus, that was boring and fucking weird. Is this... oh my god, he actually filmed a normal fucking video.
Yeah, hey, good to see you. Nice to meet you. Mike, looking good. Looking ripped. Thank you. Looking good.
Oh yeah. For the legendary Gold's Gym. About to hit up a legendary session. After many, many years, it's finally going to happen. Collaboration between the two Mikes. Mike the Titan, Mike the Chest. Let's go. And then behind the head, you're doing.
Yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. Good range.
I'm gonna try this today.
Nice.
So who should and who should not be doing it behind the head?
Anybody that thinks they're going to get hurt shouldn't do it. Everybody else should.
Basically, those people with good shoulder mobility can get away with it.
Well, at the end of the day, lifting is for range of motion and healthiness, right?
Yeah.
Because you can always, it's a stimulant. So if you want to get muscle, feed.
Oh, that makes sense. Mike Thurston filmed it. Okay, yeah.
You don't want to get muscle, feed the connective.
Yeah.
You know, but range of motion, don't ever lose it.
Yeah.
Don't ever get so stiff and stuff like that that you can't move and groove.
If I was the type of person that couldn't do that, I would be very concerned. And I would do everything in my power to improve my shoulder.
Why? Why would that bug you?
Imagine if you're doing a barbell squat, you can't even.
Wait a minute, hold on. A barbell squat?
Yeah.
The bar's behind your neck?
Yeah, you're resting it right on the back.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What?
And then,
what?
And then even think it
I
dips.
didn't know that.
You do.
Do you mean that everybody does behind the neck press because they're squatting and the bar's behind? Oh, guys, they're gonna be mad at you for saying this. See how basic elementary that is?
Yeah.
They'll see me do this and they go, ah! And that person's squatting. They're putting it back there.
Literally doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, you morons. That
He has very hard nipples.
bar is even lower on a squat than it is on a shoulder press. The only people that argue this point is the science base or the new age or the guys with the real chip on the shoulder that did it incorrectly and hurt themselves.
Yeah.
But can't you hurt yourself on anything? I've seen people break their ankle walking over a curb.
Yeah.
Should we cut out curbs? Walking on streets?
Any exercise would be dangerous.
Won't getting bigger cause you to die faster since your heart beats more, whatever? Okay, I guess we should just all sit on the couch and never exercise, because exercise makes your heart beat faster. How about you just shut up, you fucking retard?
Dangerous if you do it incorrectly.
And at the end of the day, anything's dangerous.
Yeah.
But you can't go through life like that. You drive down a road. You have some trust, don't you?
Yeah.
You guys lost on that one? There's just a yellow line. It's an imaginary line keeping you on your side of the road. But these people get freaked out about those little details. It's like, you trust enough. Trust in your body. It's an amazing thing. So second level.
Jake Downey Tillers, here's a short video of women saying retarded shit.
With a man, you have to listen to what he says and how he feels about women in general. Because a lot of us are dating men that are homosocials, and homosocials mean that he's not homosexual at all. He just does not find women interesting. Everything.
Yeah, you're fucking boring. I don't want to talk about shoes or some dumb bitch at work you hate. That's literally all women can talk about. They either talk about some bullshit you don't fucking care about, like shoes or hair or makeup or some dumb crap, or, without fail, every fucking woman complains about some other woman at their work. Every day. All the time. Women always complain about some woman at their work that they hate. Those are the only two conversations they can fucking have. Why the fuck would anybody give a shit?
That he finds interesting has something to do with other men, going to sporting events, hanging out with them, watching the game, playing basketball. If you ask them, hey, what do you think about this comedian? Oh, she not funny. You don't think no women are funny? Oh, what do you like to do with women? Everything involves another male. So they only find desire in having sexual experiences with women, but they don't find women interesting. And if you listen to that, you can save yourself a lot of trouble up front, because you'll find out he really don't like women like that, because everything he finds interesting in is stuff that him and his homeboys would do. Him and his homeboys.
Yeah, it's because you do boring shit.
will like photos on Instagram. Him and his homeboys will try to send photos that are inappropriate back and forth. That's what he finds interesting.
She said, homosocial.
Homosocial.
I said, listen, I said, hold on.
Go, hey, put that on a card.
My are just cool. I mean, I just like them. They just fun to hang around. I don't know. That's my dog. All right,
But it's okay for that to be your dog, but do you also find joy in hanging out with your wife or your spouse or your significant other? Some men don't find any joy.
Yeah, that's a problem with their significant other. They're fucking boring.
In women, they don't find them entertaining. They don't think they're good actresses. They don't think they're good politicians. And
I don't know why so many women have their fucking mind blown over this. Like, the only fucking reason most dudes get into a relationship is for sex. Like, there's very few women that can offer anything to you other than sex. So, like, yeah, no shit. They don't want to spend time with you because you suck. The only time they ever want to spend time with you is when there's sex. And it's because why else would they ever spend time with you? You don't share any of the same fucking hobbies or interests, and all you do is fucking complain all day. So, no shit. Like, why is this a problem with them and not a problem with you? Like, they just literally cannot connect the fucking dots. It could not possibly be a problem with them. Everyone else is the problem. Why wouldn't anybody want to spend time with me? I complain. I nag. I have nothing to talk about other than something that somebody else doesn't find interesting or some dumb bitch I hate at work. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Mangoose donated $2. Do you think you'll get to meet Arnold before he passes? Also enjoy. Probably not. Oh, that's a nice kitty.
Stoney?
Oh.
You know we're home?
Oh my goodness.
You're so smart.
Oh.
Yes, you are.
Oh my god.
You wanna go inside?
Oh. That's a really nice kitty. Oh. Oh my goodness, they're friends. Wow. I didn't know capybaras could be friends with guinea pigs. That's amazing. Wow. Oh my god, they're friends. Those are really good friends. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's a nice Hyrax. Looks like he was getting a bath. Oh my god. He's gonna be so clean. Wow. Oh, what is this? Is this a groundhog being naughty? Oh. Why is he doing that? I love how chonky they are. Oh my god, so round and chonky. Oh my goodness. He's so person. Oh my god, he's so person. Whoa. He's not supposed to be doing that. Oh, so round. Oh. He's upset now. He wanted to ruin stuff. Thanks for the donation, Mangoose.
But if you treat it like you said, who shouldn't do this? Anybody scared. Stay safe, stay safe. Feet down. Come on, cat.
Where do you put your fingers?
I come inside.
For what, this one or
one
this?
more in? Yeah. Come on, Steph. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Love it. One more. Keep it there. Go. Kill it.
Nice.
I love that you have healthy shoulders. And get a view of his shoulders because he's got good size delts. They look good. He was just checking them out. Did you see that?
I agree.
So how many competitions did you end up doing?
Just 2.
Just 2? Yeah. And then with social media, it's a little bit like popped off. And like,
No, it would have popped off regardless. Still nothing.
Eesh.
Nice.
Pause away.
Another irrational belief women have is how muscles is gonna make them bulky when in reality it just makes them hotter. I wish we had gender segregated gyms so machines wouldn't be taken up by people who train like pussies aka women.
Yep. That's why I don't go to commercial gyms. A lot of people who are just wasting your fucking time doing horse shit. Like, at least women's fitness is getting a bit better. Like, you are seeing more women actually lift. The fundamental problem is women are just fucking lazy. Like, that's all it really is. So all this crap about, oh, don't lift weights, it'll make you bulky, it's all just a cope for being lazy. That's all it is. They just don't want to work hard or lift weights or anything. I remember I had a teacher a while ago where she said it used to be conventional wisdom that women shouldn't do any kind of hard labor or physical activity because, like, it's bad for them fundamentally because they're just not, like, they don't have a strong enough constitution to handle it. So, like, they're just fucking lazy. That's all it is. Thanks for the donation, though, Sengoku. Think you're bigger than Mike Thurston? At this point, I might be. Is there any benefit to doing shoulder press sitting down? Well, you might be able to do more weight. You're also not getting as much axial loading on your spine, so you might find it less fatiguing.
Alright. When did you do that video you put up where you were incline pressing 4 plates either side? Was that recent?
Yeah, if you see anybody incline pressing 405, that is a dead giveaway they're on steroids. There's like no naturals that could ever do that.
Yeah, a couple weeks back.
Unbelievable.
I'm pretty sure Mike just runs tests in Primo. Especially, like, given how well he's aged. It's either test in Primo or test in EQ. He has to be using compounds that are just good for collagen synthesis. Because, like, his skin quality is really good. So I think he's just primarily relying on test in Primo or test in EQ.
It doesn't make any sense.
What did you take away from that post?
People have been able to do impressive lifts in their prime when they're...
Most of my blood tests are covered by healthcare, like Ontario Healthcare. Some of the tests aren't covered, so if I want to get IGF-1 tested, that's not covered. For whatever reason, cystatin C isn't covered, even though that's the only actual test for kidney health. They'll do the creatinine test for free, but that doesn't test anything. What else? I think that's it. Everything else, like lipid panel, hematocrit, like that's all covered, but so far the only ones I've actually had to pay for out of pocket were cystatin C and IGF-1.
maybe in their 30s, You're still doing it at your age now, and you're just making it look easy.
Do you think there's a difference between looking and seeing? Like they look and they go, oh, that's 4 plates. Oh my God, that's 4 plates.
Look,
I didn't see anybody see it and go, holy shit, he's conditioned. He's weeks out from stage. He's moving it with
so smooth,
precise, calm, controlled rage, and ready to walk on stage. It's 42 years after being on stage the first time.
Yeah.
So it's like all they saw was the 4.
But then people know though. Everyone who's seen it, they know.
See, I don't think they do.
Really?
I don't think they do. I don't think the common sense comes into play. I think they just look and just go.
You're not incline pressing 405 as an Addy. It doesn't matter how many years you train. You're just not doing that.
Jumped right to the end of the story and go, huh, 4 plate, good job. They don't go, I don't get how you could be repping 405 40 years later when most people do it once in their lifetime for one workout and they're blasted.
Yeah.
Unless I've been blasted since I was 11, which is great. That means I'm brilliant and I know how to blast gear for 45 years. Fuck yeah. But the point of it is, I wish they would watch people like Robbie Robinson.
Robbie Robinson was on steroids.
And go, wait a minute, what did he do differently than everybody else? Instead of looking at the 30-year-old that's already broken.
Robbie Robinson was on steroids. He was on a podcast recently where he was talking about like what he was taking. Apparently, he has full sickle cell anemia. And he was talking about how he had to really keep track of his like blood markers, because if you have sickle cell anemia, and he had full sickle cell, not just sickle cell trait, the increase in red blood cell volume can be a huge issue for you. So he had to like not use as much steroids as some other people, do some other stuff to manage his red blood cell count, and like choose specific compounds that weren't as aggressive with raising his hematocrit. But he was on steroids, and he probably still is. Like if you see him now at 80 years old, like yeah, he's still using.
Yeah.
Can't do anything and tells you, I'm going to teach you how to do everything. Hold on, man. You regurgitate great. You've read it. You read better than me. I got a 5th grade reading level. I'm dumb as a brick. But there's a common sense to this. And it seems like the majority miss it. Watch his form. Watch that back setup and everything. It's pretty. It's pretty form. Oh. Come on. Close your eyes. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Stay in. Just feel that shit. 2 more. Stay tight. Don't pop out of the bottom. Don't pop. Just flex. Just flex from there. Nice. Good. Nice. I like that. Do one more. Hold it 1 second. Pull that quarter. Pull this quarter. From the bottom, instead of a heave ho, just flex. Hold it there for a moment. Up. Down. Pull. Flex the body. Go. Now push up. Go again like that. Flex out of there. Go. Don't explode. Just flex. Flex. Go again. Go again.
Well, I can't see the like-dislike ratio in Greg's video. They removed the dislike thing.
Flex. One last one. I got you. I'm riding with you. I'm riding with you. Come on, love.
Yeah, so overhead press hits your side delts.
Flex. Get out of there. Kind of.
Different.
It wasn't the pause. It was. I only took him down to pause it for a second so he could go from an explosion just to a flex.
Yeah.
just to push it up.
Is that what you're doing for every rep?
I realize the explosion doesn't help me.
Yeah.
And it risks me.
I barely saw anybody in Greg's comments say he's an idiot. It's all unhinged, retarded nonsense from children.
So
why is it risky?
Because it's a yank. Unless I'm training that way that day for that purpose of the torque. So you're torquing. And so that's great for explosion. And I'll do that. But most of the time, 70% of the time, it's the best stretch I can, and then a flex out of it with that kind of weight. Okay. And to me, I like it too, because then I don't have to do 500 on incline. I can do 400 on incline and just play with it and just keep it there and show it. Also, it's like I like making everything harder than it needs to be. If I can make it harder than it needs to be, that means that, and for me, I can still move a lot of weight. But it also means that I'm moving it at that dice down, walking on stage. And so what happens when I go off season? Now that lift goes back up to 550, the squat goes back up to 750. So it's like, be smart while you're down, be smart when you're up. Train it differently. Train it with a torque to the ligaments and muscle, where most people hurt themselves.
Makes sense.
Yeah, jeez Louise. Why is everybody in shape today? God dang, kid.
We knew you were going to be here today.
See, this is how I thought he was going to walk in. Shirt off and, you know.
My bad, bro. My bad.
I walked in pants off. I don't know, man. Everybody saying that wasn't right.
Well, that sounds about right.
That sounds right, yeah.
Works for me.
It's 2025, baby.
What is your split, by the way? Is it like a bro split?
What split?
Bro split, where it's one muscle group per session.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
My libido's maybe a little higher than normal, but it's not crazy ridiculous like it was before.
I'll split legs into two. But yeah, just one body part.
Yeah.
I hit it, but not destroy it. And then if I need a day of rest, I'll know probably. Oh, here's the trick question. I'll know in the morning, and then I'll probably still lift. I wish I'd say it wouldn't be, but...
I have just finished doing a upper-lower split. Okay. So it's not one which I would usually go for, but it's more of an experimentation thing.
Right on.
I'm usually doing legs twice a week. That's needed. But how I would combine the upper body muscle groups can vary.
Can you explain why you're doing something experimental? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I like to see how my body responds doing different things. And I see some other people who I look on social media and I respect, admire, they preach a certain thing and I'm like, okay, let me see what this is all about. And then after trying it, I come to my own conclusions, and maybe what I will do is I will take a little bit of something from somebody and then I would put it into my routine. But not everything, because I don't necessarily agree 100% with anyone really. And that's what it's about. Like, one approach is not necessarily going to work for everybody. That's why it's important to try different things, and then you take what you like, implement, do what works for you.
If you found something that did work, would you stay with that for a long period of time?
Yeah.
And what would change it up?
If I get bored.
Or the body gave a desk.
For me, going to the gym is something I look forward to the most.
No, I haven't played Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm not a retard who buys garbage games.
So I could do a training split, which may be less optimal, but if I enjoy doing that split more, I will keep doing it because it will allow me to be consistent.
You're still stimulating it, you're still getting in, you're still doing the work, and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I wish you guys would get that. You guys are searching for the ultimate workout when it should be.
Yeah.
If you like CrossFit, I got no problem with it. Go do your thing. If you like yoga, go do it.
It's like doing a full body split. You train your full body every session. Yes, I could still look good. Yes, it works, but I hate it. I don't like doing it. So I don't want to do it.
Nice. Couple more. Good. Nice, Mikey. Nice.
You know, I like that a lot more.
Right?
Because sometimes when you do a variation of the upright row, it's awkward on the wrist. That's a lot more comfortable. Nice.
One more. Come on, kid. Pew. Nice.
I'm doing a push-pull leg split.
Come on. Nice. Great. There you go. There you go. Nice job. Nice job.
I'd like a Smith machine. You know what? I was looking. I get ads for you know, like gym equipment all the time. A lot of these gym equipment suppliers online are complete and utter fucking scams. Like, they're not scams where if you like order they won't give you anything, but what they do is they literally just list crap that's on Alibaba, and then they'll sell it to you at a ridiculously high fucking markup. And you know that they're literally like shipping, like they're literally ordering from Alibaba and then delivering it to you because they have ridiculously long lead times. They say it'll ship in like 10 to 14 weeks, which is absurd. So, you know, they're just getting shit from Alibaba or some supplier in China because they're using snail mail to deliver it from fucking China and then they ship it to you. So they'll charge you like, you know, $2 or $3 grand for some machine, but it's only $500 if you just order it directly from Alibaba, and you'd probably even get it like shipped to you faster. It's fucking retarded.
Call it.
Yes.
Come on, boys. My first training partner was Tom Plaz, and then
Tom Plaz.
Tom Plaz, my first training partner in 1989 here.
Holy shit, that's good.
And then trained with everybody, but then Lou Ferrigno for 10 years, and then Robbie for the last 30 years. And so there's
Who was the best training partner?
Learned from all. I came from even though I bodybuilded as a teen in my 20s, I was a die-hard athlete, powerlifting champion. And so I came from the powerlifting thing, and so I came from the approach of if I can outlift you and outwork you, I'm better than you, which is a young person's mindset. Yeah. It's stupid. So I learned how far I can push myself mentally with Tom, how beastie strong I could be with him and Lou and all the strong men. But I think there's a pyramid, and at the peak of that pyramid, there's little principles that the guys that are still doing it have, that the other ones missed out on. And so Robbie's in my point of view of what a workout should traumatize it a bit, don't destroy it, get in a lift, go as heavy as you can with as least mileage, and stay as consistent as nobody in the world. And so that's why his, especially at this stage, seems like the best fit.
Yeah.
But I need it all. I needed Tom so I could pound heads and go, whatever you get, I'm gonna beat you by a rep, no matter what. And then I needed Lou because it was such banter.
Yeah.
We just touch. And old school locker room kind of guy. So I loved all those guys. But I've trained with everybody there is.
Yeah.
You know, Sergio Olivier was one of the first guys I got to talk to, you know, back in '83. So there's knowledge and knowledge.
So much knowledge.
Yeah.
Shit.
Come on, start. Nice. Great, great. Really good.
Nice.
Do you train with somebody?
No.
Like by yourself?
Most of the time, yeah. If I'm going to train with someone, they need to be serious about it. And I have, especially in Dubai, I've got friends who are doing different things. There's like the business friends, and then there's the workout friends. But usually with my day, my schedule, I need to just go and get it done and leave.
Go on a range.
Yeah. So it's variety. Sometimes if I train by myself too often, then it gets a bit like boring, and maybe you need some kick up the arse on leg day.
A little push every once in a while.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not like I have a solid training partner all the time. What about you?
Usually with somebody.
Yeah.
Because I.
Matt Walsh has hit a new racist low even for him.
This is replacement theory in a nutshell. It is dangerous and a deeply anti-American worldview. It is poisoning minds.
So we hit a major milestone this week, and by we, I mean everyone in the whole world. Congratulations. The global population officially crossed the 8 billion mark. So there are now 8 billion people on the planet. It took humanity until the 1800s to hit 1 billion, but only 200 more years to multiply that number by 8. This, of course, has led to, as you might expect, lots of frantic and feeble hand-wringing about the mythical threat of overpopulation, quote unquote. There are too many people on the planet, they cry. The whole planet is about to tip over on its axis, and we'll all slide off like dishes on an overturned table.
No one is saying that at this point. We're about to have a population crash, especially countries like China. Yeah, if he were talking about this like 10 years ago, but like what, like this guy is so fucking behind.
Table. Infamously, there was once an elected Democrat who expressed a concern not far from that. Slightly less delusional, though still plenty delusional, is the fear that we will run out of resources or habitable land for people to live on. I mean, none of these scenarios are.
That is plausible given climate change.
Realistic. There is more than enough land, more than enough resources to feed and house numbers even greater than 8 billion. If the land or resources are misallocated or not properly utilized, or if people choose to huddle together in massive smelly...
I love how he fucking says this, but then, like, anytime, you know, where, like, people talk about, you know, pseudo-socialist economies, you know, like, where you can actually properly manage things. Oh, government overreach, communism, da-da-da-da. Like, yeah, like, I mean, in theory, we could, like, much more efficiently utilize large amounts of land and better grow food and all this crap. But that's never going to happen in a free market economy or a purely free market economy. So as soon as, like, people start talking about, you know, having, like, a kind of mixed system where you have, like, a free market, but it's heavily regulated. Oh, communism. Oh, they're going to take away our freedom. Oh, they're stifling, you know, business. So, yeah, like these people are just full of fucking shit.
Urban bundles, that's a different problem entirely that cannot be blamed on sheer numbers and also cannot be solved by reducing the numbers. In fact, it's not just that overpopulation is a myth, one invented and propagated by nihilists and eugenicists and Bill Gates, but I repeat myself. It's that the actual crisis we face as a globe, as a world, as a planet, the real apocalyptic cataclysm on the horizon is quite the opposite of overpopulation. Our problem is not that there are too many babies being born, but that there are too few being born. The world's population is getting older. The average age of a human on Earth is a decade older now than it was in even the 1970s. Now, sure, that's partly a product of modern medicine, which is good. People are living longer. But it's also a product of an aging population that isn't having enough babies. And when the median age gets high enough, society becomes top-heavy with more elderly people than there are younger people to care for them. This is a problem that developed countries like Japan are already dealing with. Many others will soon join them. The whole world is trending in that direction. For all the talk about overpopulation, the population is actually projected
What in the fuck? Did I set my alarm wrong? I set an alarm just in case I, like, fell asleep for... Yeah, what the fuck? Weird.
Expected to start declining by the 2060s as global fertility rates dip below replacement level. Understand this, global populations have never declined due to declining fertility. Okay, we've never seen a decline in the global population because of fertility or lack thereof. The last decline was during the Black Plague 700 years ago, and that was from because of a pandemic that wiped out a quarter of human life on the planet. A decline due to people simply not having babies is an entirely different matter, and it's never happened before through the whole history of the human race.
That is entirely untrue. So, you'll see changes in fertility rates based on different, like, issues. There was a massive reduction in fertility rates due to the bubonic plague, for obvious fucking reasons. Like, fairly recently, there was a decline in fertility rates during the Great Depression, you know, prior to World War II. I think there was a reduction in fertility rate, like, around the 1970s as well. Like, anytime you see economic slowdown and hardship, you see a decline in fertility rates. It's just that it didn't happen for long enough for over the span of several decades for you to end up seeing fewer children being born or, like, to have an actual population decline. But you actually do see that. Like anytime there's, like, a big issue, like, you know, pandemic disease or economic downturn, you see a decline in fertility rates. It's just that now, like, there's a variety of reasons why there's been a huge decline in fertility rates. It's multifactorial, but there's been a steady, consistent, like, economic decline where the middle class has been shrinking for, like, the last couple decades. Life is just getting more fucking expensive. You're, like, in order to make any kind of money, you're seeing people require more specialized jobs and education, which, again, if you're going to dedicate yourself to getting a high earning degree and, you know, you have to work in a specialized field, well, obviously having kids is going to take a backseat. So, like, there's a number of different factors at play. It's just... Yeah, like, this has always happened. It's one of the reasons why there's a big decline in fertility rates in Japan is because they've basically been in a permanent recession since, like, the fucking 1980s. They had a huge economic crash in the 1980s, and they never fucking recovered from it. So, like, why do you think that fucking Japan has declining fertility rates? It's just because they've, unlike the United States, you know, with the Great Depression, that only lasted for a few years. In Japan, it's lasted for several fucking decades. So, like, this guy's just such a fucking idiot.
And it's not a good sign. Older, slower, top-heavy populations cannot thrive, and after a while, they cannot survive. They can't sustain themselves. Human civilization is right now essentially giving up on it.
That's not true. So... we do not need a certain amount of fucking people. You see, so it's a temporary issue where when you have a declining population, or sorry, when you have a increasing elderly population, and you're not meeting replacement rates, it causes a number of issues. That's only temporary. When all the boomers die, well, now you're left with younger people. Who cares? There's less people there, but what's the problem? Why do we need a certain amount of fucking people in the country? Booty cum Johnny Tillers at 102. That jihad guy apparently was on bail for alleged rape. Yeah, I know. Video unavailable. But yeah, Syrian immigrant. I don't know if he immigrated to the UK because he had some phony refugee status. But yeah, the guy was on bail for an alleged rape, and given what he did, he probably actually did commit the rape. And oh, what a surprise. The rapist Syrian immigrant killed a bunch of people. The UK is just a fucking shithole, dude. Thanks for the donation, Bootycam.
Itself, throwing in the towel. And this, again, is not a positive development. In the US, we're ahead of the population decline.
Play the video on half speed so he sounds drunk. I don't know if he'll sound drunk.
Curve. We fell below replacement level fertility a couple of years ago. And actually, farther ago than that.
Oh yeah, he does sound drunk at half speed.
And we've been notching record low birth rates every year since. Or almost. I mean, birth rates hit another record low in 2020, falling 4% below the previous year. However, in 2021, there was a slight uptick of 1%, which is still 3% below 2019. It was the first increase in the birth rate since 2014. That was likely only a function of the fact that the year before that was so low. Overall, the U.S. has been below replacement level, actually, for the most part. And there have been, there are peaks and valleys and everything, but for the most part, it's been below replacement since really the early 1970s. And even with the occasional blip on the radar screen, a spike here and there, we are trending in the wrong direction, and fast. Senator Chuck Schumer, of all people, has noticed this problem, and he made note of it yesterday to reporters when he was giving a press conference. Given that Democrats despise the human species, and especially those members of the species who are residents of their same country, those are the humans that Democrats hate the most, we don't usually hear them lamenting declining birth rates. In fact, they are engineering the decline. So what has awakened Schumer to this issue?
How the fuck does he figure the Democrats are engineering lower birth rates?
Why does he care about all of a sudden? Well, that becomes obvious pretty quickly when you hear what he had to say and why. Here it is.
Like, if anything, Republicans are more to blame for declining birth rates because they're making everyone more broke and poor and just giving more money to the super rich.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers, and...
Yeah, this is just retarded. Just bank on AI. I don't know why any of them are fucking saying this stupid shit. Just embrace AI and automation. That will make up for the loss in productivity. If you just bring in... Like, what is it doing? I don't know why everyone is so obsessed with, like, these stupid, like, GDP numbers and crap. They're just numbers on a fucking spreadsheet. So... is it really a fucking problem if we can't find, like, Pakistani dudes to work at Starbucks? Like, do we really need people doing, like, these shitty, menial fucking tasks all day? Like, who fucking cares? Like, Amazon can just fucking invest in machines to move fucking crap around a warehouse. We don't need to import fucking... Muhammad Jihad or fucking Jorge or Pajit Singh to do any of these fucking jobs. It's so fucking stupid. So yeah, bring in a bunch of like fucking crazy, retarded, like uneducated, broke morons who all worship the Prophet Muhammad and want to fucking kill gay people and force women to be sex slaves. Just so we can fucking fill Amazon warehouses with, like, idiots who will just run a fucking trolley down to one end of the warehouse and bring a box to the other end of the warehouse. Like, who the fuck cares? It's so fucking stupid. Like, the United States is the world leader in fucking AI and automation. Why the fuck aren't you just banking on that? I hate... Society is just run by fucking idiots, dude.
Also, what is so wrong with hating the human species anyway? We as a species suck. I hope we die out.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
All of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
So there you go. That explains it. The American population is declining. We are short of workers. The senator is concerned, of course, that there won't be enough people available to mow his lawn and clean his pool and dust his fireplace mantles. And his solution is to import a peasant class. to import them rather than attempt to raise them organically the old-fashioned way. He seeks to replace the American population with
He literally just said the quiet part out loud. So this is what they all want to do. Sam Hyde is more open about it. Like, the whole spiel that Sam Hyde goes on about how we need to embrace Christian values and focus on the family. He's not saying that because he actually believes in it. He's saying that because he knows in order for him to have like a similar lifestyle that he likes and live in a culture that he likes, idiots have to have kids and reproduce. So you feed like idiots this whole Christianity thing and like the idea of like serving God and the nuclear family, like so that you have worker idiots who will fill jobs at fucking Walmart. So have idiots follow Christianity, have idiots reproduce when they really can't afford to have kids, and those idiots can work at Starbucks and Amazon warehouses and Walmart and all this fucking shit. Like that's, and he like that's like he literally just admitted it. Oh, well, let's import the peasant class rather than just breeding them domestically. That's what they're talking about. They're just talking about the like idiots who are the fucking peasants breeding so that dumbasses like this can keep their fucking luxurious lifestyle where, you know, they have the cushy job where they get paid more than they really fucking deserve. And then all the idiots, you know, fill their Amazon orders at the fucking warehouse. Like, it's just fucking retarded. Why would we do that? like we have automation. We have AI coming. Just have everything, like all these dumb menial jobs, just have them replaced by machines. Like the way things are going too, like so like it's people are becoming a bit more antisocial, like they're not going out as much. And again, part of that is just because of some of the economic downturn. Like people are just ordering in food, people are ordering from Amazon, people aren't like going out so much. Like it just makes it that much more easier for these service jobs to just be filled like, you know, by machines. So like why the fuck are we talking about breeding more retards to work at Walmart, or importing retards in so that to fill these jobs? Like just fucking have machines and AI do this crap.
illegal immigrants. He wants to replace them, replace us. He wants to replace them on a very large scale. Replace them on a large scale. Even you might say, you know, a large, another synonym would be great. He wants to replace the declining American population on a great scale. Replace, great, replace on a great scale. So it's like a great replacement, you might say. That thing that we're not allowed to notice.
Great replacement theory is a complete myth. It postulates that the white race is going to be eradicated and brown, like the darkies, are going to take over. So when you see demographic changes, you're not seeing white people get replaced. You're seeing you're just seeing a demographic shift where there's just more minorities. You're not seeing less white people. You're just seeing more minorities in proportion to white people. So let's say, just so that there's simple math, let's say 100 white people exist in a country and there's like 5 darkies. So great replacement theory would suggest, okay, over time, you're going to see less and less white people. So rather than there being 100 white people, there will be 50 white people and 60 darkies. And then if over a greater span of time, well, now there's only 10 white people and now there's 100 darkies. That's not how it works. What ends up happening is there's 150 white people and now there's 200 darkies. And then over a greater span of time, there's 200 white people and now there's 300 darkies. Like that's how it actually works. Like this guy doesn't even understand what great replacement theory is. Or he does and he's just bullshitting. Dodo donated $2. VG, are you a homosocial and are you a Jeffrey or Adonis? Oh, great.
Jeffrey attacks the other guys who are trying to level up in life. He writes mean comments underneath their videos. He sends them discouraging text messages. Jeffrey, that's not what a man of character does. You have to try and be more like Adonis. Adonis is the ultimate man, and so when he sees another man working hard, he encourages him, he lends a hand to him, and if Adonis sees another man struggling or being attacked by others, he steps in to defend them. Look at these two guys. They come from the YouTube channel.
That's great. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
This or mention, that's the thing that Chuck Schumer is explicitly advocating for. And by the way, not for nothing, I should also say 11 million. We keep hearing 11 million. There are 11 million illegals or undocumented immigrants, as they put it. They've been telling us about the 11 million undocumented immigrants since I was in high school, okay? That number now is much higher than 11 million. We don't know exactly what it is, but probably closer to 50 million or higher. In any case, there are, of course, other ways to reverse the trend of population decline. And the most simple strategy, and frankly the most enjoyable, is for us American citizens to get down to business and have babies, lots of babies. Not to brag, but I am already pulling more than my fair share of the weight in this arena now that I have 6 kids, and my wife and I have, in our family at least, tripled the replacement rate. And if you really want to encourage more people to have babies, and if you want those babies to have the greatest chance of success in life, that entails more people getting married and getting married younger. So we could create a society that encourages marriage and incentivizes people to start families and to have children. But that is not what we have done. Thanks to Chuck Schumer and his ilk, we've gone exactly the opposite direction. To start with, we kill our babies in the womb. 60 million babies have been killed in the past 50 years or so. That means we've erased not just 60 million human beings, I mean, we've erased 60.
What a ridiculous thing to fucking say. So, he literally just talked about how great replacement theory is real, but then he's complaining about abortions. You realize, like, the vast majority of abortions are fucking black and minority women, right? So if you're so concerned with the great replacement theory, then you should be in favor of abortions because the majority of fucking women getting abortions aren't white. You're preventing the great replacement, you idiot.
Even if it were true, it does matter because if white people die out, they won't be affected by it whatsoever. So why do these fuckers like this care so much about the extinction of ethnicity?
I don't think they're all cognitively there. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. This is so fucking remarkably stupid.
60 million to begin with, but actually we've erased hundreds of millions of potential humans. A large portion of those babies, after all, would have grown up and had kids of their own, and soon the kids of those kids would start having kids. Entire family trees have been uprooted and tossed into the incinerator. The loss of human potential is absolutely staggering. And yet Schumer and his party support, fund, and facilitate all of this, even as he laments or pretends to lament the declining populations. Not only that, but Schumer and his party have attacked the nuclear family. They've encouraged sexual perversion and sexual dysfunction. They have invented a human right to subsidized birth control. I mean, they want to give out birth control in middle schools now. They've created an economy that forces millions of women out of the home and into the workplace. Now they're even castrating and sterilizing people, including children.
I'm sorry, did Matt Walsh just suggest that it's a good idea for middle school children to have children? He's complaining about birth control being given to middle schoolers. He wants 10-year-olds to have kids? Like, what? This is just insane. Dodo donated $2. Do you think Matt Walsh is knowingly lying or just stupid? Because he just said he thinks there are 50 million illegals. Well, that would be 1/6 of the entire population. So when he goes out, does 1/6 of the people he sees and interacts with look Mexican? I don't see why it can't be both. Like, he can be a liar and be an idiot. So I think it's both, dude. He's a liar and an idiot. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
In the name of gender ideology, this is all part of a deliberate plan. There's no escaping that conclusion. And that's to say nothing of the drug epidemic killing millions of Americans killing Americans by the thousands every single year, violent crime.
Buddy, so this is so strange. The crack epidemic, that was due to the Republican Party. The Republican Party was responsible for distributing crack. That whole thing happened because of a CIA operation that was, conducted due to the Republicans. Secondly, like, people want drugs, clearly. I don't, like, who is he pointing the finger at? If people want to get addicted to drugs, well, that's their own fucking choice. Like what? Who's he pointing the finger at?
Which is doing exactly the same. They are obviously aware that their policies are wreaking havoc on the birth rate while eliminating en masse those who have managed to be born. They're aware that this creates a crisis situation for the country. And here they are at the ready with the solution, which is to import Democrat voters from the third world. Send in the replacements. I mean, they're right. The great replacement theory is outrageous. It's outrageous to talk about the great replacement theory. And that's because there is no theory here. It's just a fact right in front of our faces. More than 90% of Americans don't get enough fruit.
Oh my God. This is fucking retarded.
Speaking of Buffalo, I want you to listen to what this reporter says when asking Karen Jean-Pierre about the so-called great replacement theory. Just listen to the words that are used here. Very, very telling. Listen.
There's polling that shows 1 in 3 Americans believe in some element of replacement theory. You just spoke in very broad brushstrokes there. Are there specifics that this White House is willing to do, willing to take in order to stop this form of thinking from further seeping out of the fringe and into the mainstream?
So, we're going to continue to call this out, as we have talked about many times. The president, at every chance he's had, when we've seen a violent attack like this, that is, as we say, with hatred and racially motivated, he calls it out and calls it what it is.
What are we going to do to stop this form of thinking? They're not even trying to hide it. How are we going to stop? This is somebody in the press asking this, by the way. How are we going to stop people from thinking like this? And thinking like what exactly? What is the form of thinking? Well, it's this. It's the so-called great replacement theory. And one of the clips I want to play for you on this, and then I have a couple. Actually, I have some examples, in fact, of the great replacement theory that I want to present to you. But first, here's Chuck Schumer on the floor of the Senate yesterday, also railing. There's so many examples we could pull from, because this has been the current thing for the Democrats over the last couple of days, is the great replacement theory, which they're accusing Republicans of engaging in. And so here's just one example: Chuck Schumer on the floor of the Senate railing about it. Listen.
This is replacement theory in a nutshell. It is dangerous and a deeply anti-American worldview. It is poisoning minds, people's minds, who spend hours wandering the darkest wastelands of the internet. And let's be clear, it's a message that has also found a special home in several right-wing outlets, and on one cable news channel in particular, Fox News. In a craven quest for viewers and ratings, organizations like Fox News have spent years perfecting the craft of stoking cultural grievance and political resentment.
Stoking grievance and resentment is, of course, all these people do. That is their entire MO. That's their entire political strategy. They have nothing else to offer. They don't do anything but that. It's just stoke, especially racial grievance and resentment, while he accuses everybody else of doing that. Now, what is the theory here? Well, as I pointed out yesterday, this actually is a theory from the Democrats. And their theory is that whiteness, generally speaking, is something that can be and should be mitigated. It's a disease. That's the theory on the left, is that whiteness is a disease.
What does he mean on the left? Like, I mean, if I were to say something like on the right, they believe blacks should be eradicated from the earth. Like, it just means nothing. There's a very large political spectrum when you're talking about left-wing or right-wing. It goes from, like, moderate, center-right or center-left, all the way to extreme dictatorship and fascism. Like, left-wing fascism is communism, right-wing fascism is, like Nazi Germany.
That needs to be cured. And I mean that in a very literal sense. So I'll just give you one example here. A guy by the name of Donald Moss wrote a paper, this was just last year, wrote a paper for the Journal of the American Psychoanalytic Association.
Dodo, Donatillers can't stand the show. They're all grifters and liars. Also, VG, when are we playing Silent Hill F?
Things would, resolve itself quickly. Unfortunately, things have escalated. Connor, can we show the? Yes, exactly. So I just wanted to describe what's going on here. Democrats have chosen to essentially vote for a shutdown. Why? Because Republicans
They didn't vote for a shutdown, you dumb bitch.
propose a clean, continuing resolution, which basically maintains spending. I want to be very clear.
I think he means that Democrats hate white people.
Yeah. He's just kind of stupid, dude. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
What this means in the grand scheme of things. Spending skyrocketed during the pandemic years. We were spending like drunken sailors. Spending money that we definitely did not have, running up the bill.
Yeah, that was under Trump, you idiot.
We have about $33 trillion of debt. We just passed
Yes, that Trump is largely responsible for.
a big,
Did she forget who was president during the pandemic?
beautiful bill, which is $3.4 trillion of additional debt, money that we do not have, money that is mortgaged on our future that we have to pay for. And so Democrats want to up the spending. They want to make sure that we extend health care to illegal aliens, that we do all.
This is just outrageously retarded. Out of this world fucking stupid. Is Anna Casp? Yeah, there she is. Oh my god. Who in the fuck, like, the people who watch that show have to be fucking brain dead. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Son Goku donated $2. I think poor literacy skills is one of the biggest existential threats our society faces. Nobody talks about it. Well, people are just getting dumber. Again, it's a chicken or the egg thing. I don't think people are dumb because of poor literacy. I think people have poor literacy because they're dumb. There's just a lot of idiots. Thanks for the donation, though, Son Goku.
Well, to be fair, that is somewhat true. There are SJWs like Dark Soy Vina who hate white people despite being white himself. See.
This guy is literally a human potato.
I can prove this. It's a scientific fact. If you are white, you are a degenerate. You cannot argue fact.
I mean, he would be a good example of that.
Facts don't care about your feelings. Accept it. You are a degenerate because you're.
You know, he says this, but I can guarantee you if you were to, like, you know, argue with me on anything. Like, am I right then? Like, I'm less white than him, at least. Like, this guy's just an idiot. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
We can put this up there for you. This is just the abstract of this paper. This is what he writes. And this, by the way, is totally in keeping with CRT. I mean, this is basically CRT with a little bit of psychobabble, a little bit of extra psychobabble added in. So this is what Donald Moss says. Whiteness is a condition one first acquires, and then one has a malignant parasitic-like condition to which white people have a particular susceptibility. The condition is foundational, generating characteristic ways of being in one's body, in one's mind, and in one's world. Parasitic whiteness renders its host appetites voracious, insatiable, and perverse. These deformed.
So he found a random paper written by some random idiot, and he thinks this represents the entirety of Democrat thinking? Okay, so I guess Nick Fuentes is a representation of the right wing. Everybody thinks like Nick Fuentes. Everyone on the right is a Holocaust denier who thinks everyone who's not a part of the white race should be eradicated.
Appetites particularly target non-white peoples. Once established, these appetites are nearly impossible to eliminate.
No, I haven't been to any national parks.
Effective treatment consists of a combination of psychic and social historical interventions. Such interventions can reasonably aim only to reshape whiteness's infiltrated appetites, to reduce their intensity, redistribute their aims, and occasionally turn those aims toward the work of reparation. And then we go forward a little bit, and it says, there is not yet a permanent cure. So this is again, totally consistent. This is not just some fringe concept. Totally consistent with CRT. This way of thinking there's a reason why it was published in the Psychoanalytic Journal. It's all over the psychology.
You can find any ridiculous nonsense published in any journal. Okay, Matt Walsh is just a fucktard, dude.
Take a while in between, and I like to see savages around me push.
Yeah.
And yeah, so usually we're somebody.
You can pick and choose. You
Yeah.
You got a list of savages.
Yeah.
You can be like, okay,
somebody's always
he's good for leg day. Come on. And then I'm not going to say no. Then I'm going to say no if you request them.
Everybody flies in, and so it's like, it's nice. You get some real savages that fly in, and just, it's like a sparring partner.
Yeah.
So you can't have a day off.
Yeah.
What's different with this? This is more of a close grip. Either one, I drop forward on the elbows out and keep the elbows up as high as I can. So it's not a huge range of motion. Compared to this, you can pull it all the way with the inside. Just a nice change up, a couple different ones.
Nice. Was there an age you remember when you had peak strength? Or was it you just being consistent?
I can always get to the peak strength on the off season.
Yeah.
So,
because I'm wondering, I'm 35 now. I'm like, can it get better or does it taper off?
No, you're 35 to 45 is peak.
Yeah.
Late 30s, early 40s for a man.
Yeah. Because I'm feeling the best I've felt right now.
There's a combination to it too, because you're young enough still that I believed I could wrestle a bear.
Yeah.
Why EQ instead of Masteron? EQ increases collagen synthesis, and it's better for your joints and connective tissue. I don't want to, especially without EQ, I wouldn't want to take Masteron because it reduces collagen synthesis.
How was that idiotic? Come on. Great. That's great. Come on. Nice lines, nice balance, good control. Good, good, good. Keep going. Last one here. Come on. Make it pretty. How's the diet right now?
I don't know why you would have stopped there. You could have gotten like 10 more.
What is the diet?
The diet?
I take 20 milligrams creatine a day.
What is the nutrition looking like while you're traveling over?
Not the best. I do what I can. I have no idea what the calorie intake is. Try and keep it clean, but there's been some not so clean things. 3 to 4 meals a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're weighing?
So it's about 210. Yeah.
It's a good 210.
Yeah. Good thing about here is I do a lot more walking in comparison to Dubai. But this time of year in Dubai, I just don't walk. It's too hot.
Oh, that's true.
So
I walk in sauna, you go outside.
It's not possible.
Oh,
not now.
I didn't even think about that.
So I noticed my step count is, if I don't think about it, it's like 10,000 less. So I start to notice this body fat starts to accumulate. I'm like, oh.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah. When did they open this part of the gym? Was it after COVID?
COVID. During.
Yeah, during.
They shut down for like 4 months.
Yeah.
And then they said, fuck it. Because every other gym, all the good gyms at least, stayed open. We're like, fuck it, we're losing money.
Yeah. Last time I was here was 2018.
Okay, it used to be that lot too.
Okay.
Was outside. With a tent over it, it was sick.
Okay, this is new. Bit of a risky one doing that.
Creatine has cognitive benefits at higher doses.
With my nose.
Come on, stud. Nice. Sit back a little bit more. There.
Sit back or lean back?
Yeah, lean back. Both. Touch it, touch it. Good. Go again like that. Hold it there. Hold. Nice. Go again. Hold. 3. Down. Stop. Relax. Relax. Go. Hold. 2 more. 2 more. You got this. Don't explode from the bottom. Take it. Go. Beautiful.
I can't do that machine with that super long range of motion. My shoulders click.
Then 1 set. Done. Nice. Nice.
That's nice.
What'd you find?
I can do it. Like the range of motion is there because I'm just never training in that range. So there's no strength. Well, I never would have thought to do that. Nice. Nice. I'll be saving that one. Is that one you made up yourself? Or did you get it from someone else?
No, I made that one.
Yeah.
I like the... You know how they talk about now longevity is quad strength? You ever seen those videos? The scientists or the... Let me be honest on this. The frail-looking doctors say that it's quad strength. The reason I say that is because of the fact that, again, they're doing a study, and they're not taking consideration what happens in life. So you say quad strength, and everybody's going to do what? Go to the gym and do leg extension, leg press. Yeah. Right? Then they go home and sit on the couch. Because none of those guys can do squats.
Yeah.
So yes, quad strength, but it has to stem from the lower back and hips. You have to have a healthy lower back. And the first thing that goes...
Said men max out their strength in their mid-40s, but Micah Hearn is as strong as ever in his late 50s. Is it genetic? It's called steroids, stupid. What a dumb fucking question. Yeah, if you take fucking steroids, you're gonna be stronger into older age. Fucking moron.
Because of the blood flow is lower back. So keep that strong. Then you can keep this. And so the point from there is on all aspects, what goes next? What goes next? Well, range of motion and shoulders. So many people are like, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why am I bodybuilding a shoulder when I should be doing life for it? And so that's the rotation.
Especially it's a very complex joint as well.
And
I trained all over.
I roll a lot into judo and stuff, and so that rotation is up here all the time. And it's like, well, if I'm a bodybuilder, I get locked out in 2 seconds if that thing's so locked in.
Yeah. How are the kids with the jiu-jitsu? They're looking pretty mean now.
My kid, I rolled with my kid. I rolled with Titan last night. Dude, holy shnikes, something happened.
Get you in a lock.
He got into my trend drawer or something. Dude. It was a different, starting to make a turn.
Yeah. How old is he now?
6. But he's closing in on 5
Are you
feet tall.
prepared for the day?
Yeah, he's...
The day he's gonna beat you.
That's why I'm training. That's why I'm training, because I know my ass is kicked by... Hey, how old's your kid? And he kicks your ass? Yeah, 10. Leave me alone.
Strong. Stack the machine.
Yeah. No kids for you yet.
Not yet.
That you know of. A couple probably in the Philippines.
Couple in South America.
South America. You got the face like this. I know where daddy is. This pull-out game is not the greatest.
I want kids though. How old were you when you had your first?
50.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. I got time.
Oh, you got time. We're guys. Good.
Breaking news: VG Hamas has agreed to the whole peace plan idea but is refusing to give up power. See, this is exactly why negotiating with terrorists is a bad idea.
Oh yeah, no shit.
President Trump is calling on Israel to stop strikes on Gaza after Hamas shows signs of accepting at least parts of the president's peace proposal. This as the U.S. military announces more strikes on drug trafficking boats. Senior national correspondent Rich Edson joins me live from the White House North Lawn. Hello, Rich.
Hey, good afternoon, Mike. The president is keeping up the pressure on Hamas to follow through and release those hostages. He just posted, quote, "I appreciate that Israel has temporarily stopped the bombing in order to give the hostage and peace plan a chance to be completed. Hamas must move quickly, or else all bets will be off. I will not tolerate delay, which many think will happen, or any outcome where Gaza poses a threat again. Let's get this done fast. Everyone will be treated fairly." The president has warned Hamas that it needs to agree to his peace plan by tomorrow night, or that he would support Israel to do what it had to do. It's unclear if Israel would accept any changes to the White House plan. While Hamas says it's willing to release the hostages and transition Gaza's government to other Palestinians, it has said nothing about disarming.
Their leverage is getting thinner, but each person, even down to the last hostage, does afford them leverage, unfortunately. They don't have respect for human life, but they use hostages as their own life insurance, and this is reprehensible.
Now, the administration has also announced another strike on a vessel off the coast of Venezuela. War Secretary Pete Hegseth says, quote, "I directed a lethal kinetic strike on a narco-trafficking vessel affiliated with designated..."
I'm not so sure about those Venezuela drug trafficking strikes. It seems like they literally just killed a bunch of innocent people who are just like fishermen or something. But, yeah, Hamas is never going to surrender, so yeah, just kill them. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Great. In tuned. Beautiful. I can see that contraction at the top's even more in tune. Nice. Come on. See the bottom, he knows he has it, and it's right there. Crazy contract. Great, yeah.
Did it look good?
Yes. He looks sharp. Do you feel that that could be beneficial in the long run?
I think so. Yeah. Because when I think about it, my shoulder training, there's so much of this. Just this.
Rigid, small movements.
And then I'm not even doing that much overhead pressing anymore. And if it is, it's more
front,
like this. So it's very, very fixed range of motions, which...
No, my jacket's still fit.
For longevity is probably not that good.
And you're 35, so it's like, you gotta think 30 years ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
A lifetime for you.
One donate $2. What's this next? Okay, sure. Thanks for the donation, one.
And even now, I wake up sometimes and I'm like, that hit me as soon as I got into my 30s. There was just little things that weren't there before.
Right.
They start to creep in. And I know how good stretching and mobility can be for you, but that's the thing I just don't like to do.
Do it on the workout.
Yeah.
Because stretching's great, but stretching with no strength, you know, it's like, well, I can move my arm back here. Yes, but if you put anything on it,
yeah,
it breaks. And that's why I like the aspect of, it's basically what I'm doing is yoga with weights.
Yeah.
That wide range of motion stretch the fascia so it never locks up, so that muscle has that capacity to go in inch platform.
That you're stood on.
So it's even lower.
Yeah. Some people say, oh, you should be an actor, try acting. It's like, hang on, you don't just become an actor.
No, you don't.
It's actually quite hard.
Yeah. But
yeah, Mike would know about acting being hard.
You got the good look for it and everything, so you're halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's just going out and just doing it and doing it. People go, that's great that this last 5 years you're getting all these movies, and it's like, yeah, okay, great. my first movie was 1990, and I've never stopped.
Yeah.
But the point of do it because you love it, not for fame and money. When would I have stopped? My first movie. Old soul and maturity to you that you understand it's. Come on, Phil.
We get all these electronics out of the way.
Nice. Drop that left side. There you go. There you go. Perfect. There you are. Great. Really, really good. Here's some good feedback for you.
Yep.
Nobody has a bad word to say about you. They all said the same thing. Just a very kind person.
Yeah.
So it's good feedback. It's nice to hear that.
I've been on the scene, I guess, with doing YouTube since 2016, and I don't get any drama, don't get any controversy. I don't think I'm something, you know, special. Just treat everyone with respect.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're in a good place. People like you. You got a great look. So just you don't need me telling you. You got this. Same thing for Panda. Panda's a nice guy. Does him. Doesn't. No. Keeps to himself. Does his thing. He's a good person. New generation. It's the young kids worldwide.
That's why I love the internet, because it's not like you did anything different. It's not like you asked for it. Somebody just picked one particular video, put some text over it, and then it just goes boom. It's hilarious.
I don't mind. Keep going, keep going. Out that trap. Then cork it back.
Have you trained with him before, Dorian?
Dorian, yeah. Back in the 90s when he could lift. All of them. Powerlifted against Ronnie most of the 80s. Come on, Steph.
Gummy's not gonna like ask yourself at first, but he'll probably warm up to him.
There you go. There you go. Nice. Great, great. Feel those traps stretch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They'll be sore tomorrow after that. How often do you travel? Quite a lot, or?
We've been going last couple of months, 7 days a week, 3 or 4 appearances.
Is it inside the US or outside?
Because of this, it was movies, it was all here in the States.
Yeah.
It's like we're in Detroit, Ohio, Florida. It's cool though. It's cool when you get you're filming something and they shut down the whole area and the stadiums for you. You know, this last one was a boxing movie. So I'm there at the Forum out there in Detroit, Michigan with the greatest boxers in the world. And you know, What do you want to say about him?
I'm proud of him. He went from 280 to 260. Anyway. He was asking for advice. I keep telling him, I said, change the diet and up the dosage.
Yeah. Change the diet and up the dosage. That is today's wisdom from Arnold. We're putting that on a shirt. That is definitely going on a shirt.
Fuck. Those moments happen so quick.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Really good. Yeah, not this.
So you're okay with a bit of elbow bend?
I'm purposely doing that.
Okay.
I'm racing, and it's not up, it's back.
3 days later, you can go again.
So what's your takeaway from today? Michael?
That it's possible to look good and feel good long into the future. I mean, just seeing him in the flesh, the way that he trains, the way that he looks, like for me, it's inspirational, because that's what I'm aiming for. And then again, just I don't know if it's because he's watching and he's looking over me whenever I'm doing those exercises. I always concentrate, but I was concentrating even more.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Well, I can't help you with that, but Allah surely can, especially if you happen to be His messenger, like Prophet Muhammad. Did you know that, at first, he supposedly struggled with weak sexual performance? Yes, this is the story of his transformation from being a lame Microsoft to becoming a super ding-dong.
I was among the least of men in sex until Allah sent down kafit for me. And every time I wanted it, I found it. It is a dish with meat.
Indeed, Allah invested in improving the Prophet's sexual performance. Even Jibril demonstrated his concern for the Prophet's sexual inadequacy.
What should I do, O Jibril? I feel it's not improving yet.
O Rasulullah, how are you coming along with eating harissa? Indeed, in it lies the strength of 40 men.
Really? 40 man? Oh, wow. I have to keep eating that food from Allah.
Woohoo! 40 men's worth of stiff dongs and love-making ability concentrated in one Prophet of Allah. Apparently, even his companions knew about this special diet. I wonder, did he ever share his smashing power food with his friends?
Ya Rasulullah, has any of the food of Jannah been brought to you?
Yes, Jibril brought me harissa, and I ate it, and my strength increased to that of 40 men in marital relations.
Oh, wow. Did you ever test out your new smashing strength?
You bet.
Allah gave him so much sexual power that the Prophet desired to have more than just 4 wives. At that time, his wives are Sauda, Aisha, Hafsa, and Salama.
According to Surah An-Nisa, verse 3 of the Quran, Muslims are permitted.
The Prophet Muhammad was such an incel.
Yeah, he was a bitch. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
To have up to 4 wives. However, I wish to take my daughter-in-law, Zainab bint Josh, as my 5th wife. To make my wish come true, I may have to adjust some Quran verses. It would be good if I were not subject to the same limitations as other Muslims.
He married his 5th wife, Zainab bint Josh, after seeing her naked and lusting after her. Watch the video titled Prophet Muhammad and Zainab on this channel for more details, or watch this video for a summary of the drama. The story begins when Prophet Muhammad forced his cousin Zainab bint Josh to marry his adopted son Zaid ibn Muhammad. He justified this action by referencing Quran Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 36. One day, Prophet Muhammad went to Zaid's house to visit him, but Zaid was not at home. When Prophet Muhammad entered, he unexpectedly saw Zainab in her room, undressed. Struck with desire, he exclaimed,
"Bless him who changes hearts."
Zainab later told her husband about this incident. Zaid immediately understood that his adopted father was attracted to his wife. According to the oldest Quranic tafsir by Al-Tabari, published in 923 AD, Zaid and Zainab lived peacefully. However, 300 years later, Ibn Kathir altered the story in his Quran tafsir, stating that Zaid and Zainab argued constantly. To please his adopted father, Zaid offered to divorce his wife Zainab so Prophet Muhammad could marry her. But Prophet Muhammad outwardly told him,
"Keep your wife and fear Allah,"
concealing his true intentions. Behind this hesitation, Prophet Muhammad feared public gossip. Soon afterward, he declared that Allah himself had commanded him to marry Zainab, no matter what people might say. This claim appears in Quran, Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 37. Zaid then divorced Zainab, clearing the way. Prophet Muhammad wasted no time and quickly took her for himself. Their union was consummated without proposal, without witnesses, without dowry, and without a formal contract, raising serious questions about lust.
Seriously, how can Muslims worship such a creep?
Well, because they're creeps too. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. Fuck.
Control and religious justification. Just like that, Ya Rasulullah, where is the proposal? Where is the witness? Where is the dowry?
Allah married us and Jibril was the witness.
An intelligent woman would have quickly realized that she was being deceived by a false prophet, but Zainab was so gullible that she actually felt proud instead, truly believing that it was Allah who had married her to the prophet.
How about the dowry?
After that, Prophet Muhammad added more wives, such as Salama, Juwayriya bint al-Harith, Habiba, Safiya bint Huyay, and Maymuna bint al-Harith. As if that wasn't enough, the Prophet also declared his right to be intimate with more women in the Quran, Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 50, as revealed from Allah.
O Prophet, indeed, we have made lawful to you your wives to whom you have given their due compensation, and those your right hand possesses from what Allah has returned to you, of captives, and the daughters of your paternal uncles, and the daughters of your paternal aunts, and the daughters of your maternal uncles, and the daughters of your maternal aunts who emigrated with you, and a believing woman if she gives herself to the Prophet and if the Prophet wishes to marry her, this is only for you, excluding the other believers.
When the women found out that Prophet Muhammad could sleep with whomever he wanted, they reportedly came forward, hoping for the opportunity to be chosen as a companion. Aisha was not happy when she saw this.
What is this?
Do the nikah city with me,
Marry
Rasul.
me, Ya Rasulullah.
For just a night, Ya Rasulullah.
We want to be your hotel wives. I mean, 10 wives,
Oh,
Ya
Rasulullah,
Rasulullah.
take me,
Take me
pierce
inside,
me,
Ya
shake me
Rasulullah.
all night
Let's
long
get together
with your
for a
mighty
night.
dong.
Ah, now you know why Surah Al-Ahzab verse 50 is my favorite.
Can a lady give herself to a man? These women have no shame, offering themselves to the Prophet.
All kinds of women approached him, even those considered less attractive.
Be my husband for a night, Ya Rasulullah.
Let's do nikah, Mishar, Ya Rasulullah.
Control yourself, please.
I want to be your hotel girl, Ya Rasulullah.
Astaghfirullah. I don't have a hotel. Oh dear, what should I do? Some of them are unsmashable.
But he wouldn't be the Prophet Muhammad if he couldn't find a solution to the situation.
O mediocre women, Allah has just continued Surah Al-Ahzab, verse 51. He said, You, O Muhammad, may defer the turn of whom you will among them and receive whom you will. And whomever you desire of those you temporarily set aside, there is no blame upon you.
Really? Is that so? Allah just told you that you can postpone sleeping with them?
Yes, that's what he told me. Let's get busy, ladies.
I feel that your Lord hastens in fulfilling your wishes and desires. Allah quickly grants requests related to your sexual needs. Yet, why did it take a month for the revelation regarding my innocence in the case of Al-Ifki? Was it to confirm that I wasn't pregnant with Safwan's child? Did Allah need a month to discover the truth? Why was there such a long delay in this matter? Why does Allah remain silent?
Aisha is smart enough to see through the Prophet's trick to deceive his followers. She isn't afraid to express her opinion about it. The Prophet's companions recognized her unique status as his beloved wife. She alone could speak boldly to him without fear of being beheaded.
I already had 3 energy drinks today, and I had one right before stream, and I had one on stream. Caffeine ain't gonna do anything at this point.
As you need them?
I can't criticize Aisha because verses of the Quran often came to me when I slept with her.
I don't think any hotels even existed that long ago.
Well, apparently Prophet Muhammad invented them. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
When I slept with other women, this did not happen.
It is said that the people of Jannah will be given the strength of 100 men in eating, drinking, and sexual activity. By this measure, the Prophet's strength is claimed to have been equal to 4,000. But does this make sense? Why would Allah grant excessive sexual strength? What benefit does that offer humanity? Wouldn't it have been more meaningful to bless the Prophet with enough wealth to avoid plundering others' property? Surely moral integrity and justice matter more than boasting about sexual prowess. The answer is because sexual strength in Islam is usually considered a virtue. Let's read the explanation from Imam Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani in Fath al-Bari. And in this, the most profound of miracles befell the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as he, despite being engrossed in worship and knowledge of his Lord and building strength of character, was abstemious in food and drink, which necessarily implies bodily weakness precluding abundant sex. In spite of this, he used to go around to his women in one night, washing once, and there were 11 of them. This has been presented in the Book of Washing. And it is said that indeed all who are most devout to Allah, their sex drive is the strongest, for those who are not devout can only get near and look. They say Prophet Muhammad's sexual stamina was a miracle, but framing lust as divine undermines any claim to...
I don't know where to get amphetamines. I was actually looking for ephedrine. I don't know of any black market sources. But yeah.
Moral or spiritual integrity. It replaces compassion with control and wisdom with indulgence. Islam, as reflected in these doctrines, offers no meaningful advancement for humanity, only a system that sanctifies male dominance and personal privilege. With verses that permit polygamy in Quran Surah An-Nisa 3 and grant the Prophet unchecked sexual rights in Surah Al-Ahzab 50, it becomes clear that the religion prioritizes power and possession over justice or empathy. A belief system that elevates desire over dignity does not serve humanity. It serves only those who seek to rule it.
It's kind of insane how people still believe in that dumb fuck religion. It's fucking insane, dude.
Richard, I know you hate Christians, you hate the Bible, you hate Christ. But would you say Christianity is better than Islam? Do you think it's possible that you could convert to Christianity and be a soldier for Christ? Jesus loves you so much, Richard.
Yes, obviously Christianity is better than Islam. Why do you... Can you just not ask me stupid, obvious fucking questions? Go fuck yourself. And, like, I guess if I get hit in the head hard enough, maybe I could become Christian. Like, if I go schizophrenic and crazy, like, sure. I'm not stupid enough to believe in fucking Christianity. Thanks for the donation, jackass.
I know you're a car guy, so I left them all out, man. How you doing?
Good.
Good to meet you, man.
How are these fucktards making so much money?
Bro, I'm
How you doing?
so happy to be here.
LA's good?
Yeah.
What's good, guys? But no, yeah, it didn't have a roof for a while. And then, yeah, the equipment was getting battered, man. The heat was causing bleaching of the equipment. So, and you can see it's all faded. The rain, imagine, rain then heat, rain then heat. Because it doesn't rain here, but we had like 2 months where it just kept raining. Just like, not 2 months, 2 years, where it just randomly kept raining. Because I've been there like 8 years, it doesn't rain, but yeah. And then, yeah, so it faded the equipment, all the stuff started yellowing.
Rain is probably the absolute worst.
Oh, the worst. So I had a lot of it replaced actually. So all of these, you can see are brand new, but if you look at some of these, belt swap, line leg curl, leg extension here. I got that for my wife and that for my wife. I jump on that sometimes, the adapter. But yeah, and then calves here, calves there, and then the hip thrust. All legs.
You know this dude's a fucking retard if he'd get married when he has so much money?
A proper home gym.
Like, I don't know if it's a situation where his wife is like a big millionaire too. But dude, if like getting married's stupid to begin with, but like holy fuck, if you're rich, why in the fuck would you ever get married? Yeah, let me like just have this massive liability where if she ever wants to break up for any reason, she can just steal half my shit. Ugh, fucking retarded. Fucking Jeff Bezos' ex-wife became the richest woman on the planet just for divorcing him. It's fucking insane. Marriage laws are just so fucking dumb.
Oh, big time. Big time. It's
And it's got like, I like the fact it's outdoors as well.
Yeah. It's 3,000 square foot, man. It used to be, it was a tennis court. So it was like, and I ain't playing tennis, so. So yeah, just when I viewed the house, this is what sold me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, obviously it was the size, the land was on 1 acre. And I was like, okay, I love that. But I saw this, it said, it's a gym. Immediately, it's a gym.
You're a citizen of the US?
No, I have a green card.
Okay.
But
you have to pay tax it then.
Oh yeah. Thinking that. At one point I was paying for both.
Oh, that's good.
There was one point I was paying for both, you know?
Why did you choose LA?
So I came here in
Do you think Diddy and Muhammad would have been friends if that met? Also, do you think Diddy would have been a prophet during that time?
Yes to both of those questions. For sure. Thanks for the donation, God loves fags. Ice Poseidon said Adderall is what he takes to have the energy to do his month-long 24/7 streams. Huh.
I think 2012-13, for a meeting. And I was literally just driving. I was driving roof off, I think it was Rodeo. No, was it?
Palm trees.
Palm tree. Literally, I was playing music.
Blue skies.
And I was just like, all right, I need to live here. This is where I need to be. Like, why would I not? And I was already working for myself. I've been working for myself from about 2000. That I just started. So about 2011, all I needed was my laptop.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to live here. And then it was just making it happen. So over the next, I didn't move here to 2017, but over the next few years, it was just planning everything. Even when I met Shan, before we got serious at all, I said, here's the plan. I'm going to America. So I just need to know, is that something? Yeah, are you down? Because I'm 1000% going. I'm going. And she was like, yeah. She'd already moved. She's from Essex, like Colchester. So she'd already moved to London. She's already the kind of person that I can just up and move. So yeah, man.
Where were you living?
London.
You in London?
All over London. Yeah, I've been north, south, east, moved a lot. No, but I was gonna say I started training at home first.
Yeah.
I was training at home for I think 6 to 7 years before even like going to a gym. Just started off with a pair of dumbbells and then slowly just built up from there.
I did that in my garage.
Yeah.
When I was at university because I couldn't afford to join a gym.
Yeah.
Because there was just no gyms in Leeds. The only gym that was closest to me was the David Lloyd, and that was too expensive. for me.
At that age, not happening. Oh, okay, you know, for me, I started at home, just a pair of dumbbells. I don't know if you remember back in the day, the York Argos dumbbells.
Yeah.
Started with those, and just freestyling, man, and like obviously back then we didn't have YouTube for exercise guidance. It was just freestyling.
Yeah.
You know, and 7 years. And the thing is, I slowly built up my home gym in my bedroom to have quite a bit of equipment. You know, I had a pull-up bar.
Your forearms were 13 inches right before steroids. Let's see. Yeah, they're at 13 and a half now. Yeah, 13 and a half.
I had a preacher co bench, regular bench, all in my room, just like, it was like a mini gym. I had an exercise bike, and and then eventually I got to the gym and I was like, damn, this is a playground. Like, I've been missing out on everything. Obviously,
time to train legs.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. That finally, I like hit legs, you know, because I weren't doing that at home, you know.
I remember when I first found out about you. I think I must have been 21 or 22. And remember when Simply Shredded used to be like a big website back in the day? Everyone would just go to Simply Shredded to just check out like, I don't know who's popping off in the gym world. I remember seeing those pictures for the first time. I don't know who took them, but I was just like, who the fuck is this guy?
Aaron Dunworth, I think. He done some really great shots for me back in the day. And Simply Shredded, they had me as the friggin', what's his name, the logo.
Yeah. I just turned 35.
You're looking good too, man.
Thank you. Is there an age where you notice things were starting to get a little
You probably
more...
noticed it as well, 30.
Yeah.
Like I say 28 to 30. Like, it's like, oh damn. So for me, I was always lean. Without any effort whatsoever. Straight up genetics, just, before I even touched the weight, I had a 6-pack and I thought I was big, I was skinny, but shredded, you know, just lean. And then, that maintained for years without having to touch cardio. Just
I do direct forearm training.
Always diced. And then, once 30 hit, started looking in the mirror and be like, oh, the lines aren't the same. Yeah.
Are we watching this because you envy Simian Panda's physique?
No, just for the men's. Simian Panda's a fucking moron. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to work, which is fine. And to be honest, I really love it now. I love the cardio I enjoy. Like, we're going straight to workout. We've done a little something, but normally I do 45 minutes every day to start off, you know?
Before a session?
Before a session. And that never used to be my style. I used to think if you do that, you're not going to have the energy for the workout. But no, that's not the true at all. I'll literally finish doing my 45 minutes and I'm ready to work. You know, so.
Yeah, I started using the grippers again.
Do you have to do cardio to stay lean or just diet?
No, not really, but I do notice I can stay lean if I'm doing a lot of walking. But there's periods during the year, for example, when Dubai is very hot, I just don't go outside and I don't walk. Step count is like 5,000 or less.
Yeah.
And I notice even if I'm just eating the same food, I'll start to accumulate a bit of fat.
Okay.
But you have remained extremely consistent with the way you look though. Like I've never seen you out of shape.
It never happened. not once. Yeah.
Have you even come close? Well, you just don't allow
I've become a little bit softer and then just fixed up. Everything's visual for me. I don't necessarily weigh myself often. I don't count calories. Everything's...
You don't count?
The first Muslim judge has just been given a lifetime appointment to the Supreme Court of the UK, which only has 7 seats.
Oh, that's great. The UK is fucking retarded, dude. Just get out while you still can. Yeah, they're gonna start having Sharia law there. Thanks for the donation, though, Ginley.
No.
Ever?
No. Well, back in the day, maybe. Like competition times and stuff. But no, I'm visual now. Just visual. I have this little test that I do. I raise my arm up and I see how defined my obliques are. If they look a bit fluffy, let's do some work. Let's tighten up the diet a bit more. If they're like dialed in, I'm like, okay, all good. That's been for years what I do. I just walked in the mirror, I go like that. That's my telltale. And I also love when I've got lines on my arms.
The
brachii, like
the striations in the vein.
If I don't see that, I'm like, oh yeah. You know. So how long have you been training now?
Like 18 years.
Nice.
And then when I started taking it seriously, is when I went to university. So Newcastle University, joined the first gym, which was the university gym.
Yeah.
And then I became friends with these 2 of the guys that were older than me.
Yeah.
But they were already pretty jacked.
Yeah.
So then they kind of introduced me to the exercises and like an actual split. So they were doing like a bro split.
Yeah.
So a bro split.
I do a bro split.
Still
I have done the whole time. Yeah.
So I followed the bro split for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Did the 1.5 grippers for sets of 5 and the zeniths for like sets of 15.
JK nigga, if you had any amount of critical thinking skills or did any amount of due diligence, you would have known what I said was entirely made up. Does the UK even have a Supreme Court? Also, if you just read my name backwards, you'd know I was lying. Dipshy.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for the donation.
We kind of skipped the legs for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until I started posting on Instagram, like actually I never showed my legs.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh yeah, he's got good physique, but I wonder what his legs are like.
Yeah.
And I was like... So then I had to start doing legs twice a week.
When you started doing legs, did you enjoy it first off?
Fuck no.
Do you enjoy it now?
Yes.
Yeah. When I started doing legs, it was love-hate. It was literally, I hated it, but I flipping loved it, especially squats. Yeah, you know.
Well, the feeling you would get after a leg session is the best feeling.
Yeah, it's unmatched. It's unmatched.
It's like you fucking really push yourself to do.
Yep. Nice.
A little warm up and then I'll go to the working weight. Yeah, the most time I've ever had off was probably like 1 week off.
Oh really? Yeah, so like me then. Yeah.
Joelinton, don't say that person's name in chat. 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 Don't say that person's name in chat.
Alright, thanks for the donation, 21st.
And one of them was forced because I had a hair transplant, so I had to...
So for me, mine was forced through illness, just like having like flu.
Yeah.
You know, I've never just randomly decided to take a week off, but yeah. Wow, crazy. And why is that? Because people would love to know, like, obviously the main question that we get is motivation. Why would someone not take some time off? Like, how do you manage to do that?
If I take more than 2 or 3 days off, I get like restless.
Yeah.
Like I can't even describe it. I just would hate it. It's like the thing I look forward to the most on most days is training.
Same.
And when you take that away from me, I feel lost.
Yeah. Do you train on vacation? Holiday? Yeah? Same. Like I actually look to make sure that the...
Yeah, that's what before I book, I'm like, right, so where's the nearest gym?
And exactly.
If there's no gym, it's like, what's the hotel gym?
Exactly. If the hotel gym isn't sufficient, I need to know that there's one local.
Yeah, otherwise I'm not going to go.
Same. How do you do in the heat?
I think I have to build up a bit of a tolerance to it. Because I'm used to, when I train in Dubai, everything's air conditioned.
Yeah.
When it's hot, particularly like sometimes in the summer when I train in Marbella, they've got all the outdoor gyms.
Yeah.
So July, August outdoor gyms, I feel like you have to work harder.
Oh yeah, and you get fatigued quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had sessions out here where I'm like, why am I dying?
Yeah.
Especially legs. I'm like, why am I dying, man?
Yeah,
like
your heart has to work twice as hard.
Yeah, I'm like second exercise in and I'm freaking dying.
Yeah. But then, like, because you sweat more, sometimes you look pretty nasty at the end.
And you feel good. Yeah, same. Yep. Nice. Nice. There you go. Oh. Good set. Oh. And hook. Nice. How was the session with Mike?
It was good. I just like shut up and listened to everything he had to say. I just want to absorb his wisdom because the thing is,
I wonder what that Smith machine is. I kind of like the look of it.
But a lot of these people who have been training for such a long period of time, usually when they get older, they either can't train anymore because they're so injured and battered, or they just don't look very good. Whereas he, what is he, mid-50s or something?
He must be.
He's so strong.
Oh, ridiculously strong.
Watch my next video.
No, thanks for the donation, 21st.
But not just strong, because there's lots of strong people. He makes strength look smooth and clean, like no matter what's on the bar for him.
He doesn't jerk anything.
No, not at all. Not at all.
He was telling me it was just all like controlled contractions.
Yeah, amazing.
It was funny as well because we were in the middle of the session, then Arnold rocks up and he comes up and says a few words.
Yeah, nice. Love that. So I trained with him and Tavi, and Bruce Buffer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He showed up and done an intro for us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at Gold's Gym with Tommy, Simeon, and Mike O'Hearn. And now, it's time for the warriors of the gym to lift and pump up!
Obviously, that's the thing about LA, Gold's Gym. You see everyone everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, you don't know who you can run into.
Easy.
Hey.
Looks too easy for you, to be honest.
No, I felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you train here and train at public gyms?
So, probably twice here, and then the gym that I showed you, I sent you, then Equinox as well. I'm a gym hopper, man.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, obviously you said you've been training 18 years. I've been training 24. One of the other things that keeps us motivated and keeps us infused about it is trying out new locations, man. You know, so yeah, for me, I hold multiple gym memberships, and I'll just decide on the day, where am I going? Like the other day, literally, I didn't know where I was going until I got in the car. And then it was, are you going left or are you going right? It's like, I just didn't know until, you know, because just different vibes. Different gyms have different equipment. Zoo, you mentioned. I was training there for a while. Amazing equipment in that gym, you know, so yeah, I just chop and change. And
you know, I've always it's probably just his accent. It always sounds like he's struggling to make words. Like, the British accents are just so fucking stupid sounding. Like, they sound like retards trying to speak English. But it always sounds to me like Simeon Panda is having a really hard time saying words.
I always think it's weird sometimes how the trajectory of the day can change so much based on which gym you go to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because of the people you see, the conversations you have. It's like, it's so, because even in Dubai.
That's something I'm intrigued about actually. Over here, the gyms that I go to, I've started businesses from just conversations.
Yeah.
I've invested in things. I've had things like life-changing things just from conversation. So in Dubai, it's the same. The networking must be absolutely crazy. Let's go. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yep. Up. Up. Just pop your lid. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Good set.
Who's the strongest person you've worked out with?
Larry.
Oh yeah.
He's the only guy that has used these, the 175s. But I chased him. I think I did the 160s or 165s that same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he done the 175s.
What was he doing? Pressing?
Yes, chest press.
Lateral raises.
Yeah, he's the strongest. I've trained with him a few times and the strength just doesn't make sense. Phenomenal. Actually, no, he's not the strongest I've trained with. Eddie Hall.
Oh yeah, of course.
Eddie Hall. I was doing friggin' I remember I was doing close grip bench. I had 3 plates aside on the easy bar.
Yeah.
And normally that's 2 guys. That's 2 guys lifting it off and passing it to you, because you know it's not the easy bar, you can't put it on a rack.
Yeah.
Eddie, he had, I swear to you, he handed it to me like a feather. Just like, there you go, like that. Yeah. You know, yeah, Eddie.
I don't fucking know why, but Joe Linton in chat is giving me a boner right now.
Well, that's nice. Thanks for the donation, Michael the Vegan for Animals.
Yeah, I remember, I think the last time I trained with him we were doing bench press.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to quit the gym basically. I was there, 2 plates either side, like literally dying. And then he goes and puts 5 plates.
So when did you notice that you were onto something with your physique? Because obviously there's gonna come a time where you're like, oh, actually, I'm doing all right.
So this was when I was it was probably the 2nd and 3rd year of university when I stopped drinking as much.
Oh, snap.
I'm still drinking a lot, but
yeah.
This is university.
What are we doing?
Just this warm up.
Okay.
So do both. And then the 2nd and 3rd year, I started to get in pretty decent shape.
Yeah.
And then after university, I stayed in Newcastle, did some club promoting stuff.
Yeah.
And I think even just through Facebook, I was building a reputation of just being a friggin' diced guy in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a job at Hollister as a manager, assistant.
This Nigerian food looks pretty good and GL them Nigerians know what's up.
Today's recipe is miyan taushe, a peanut pumpkin soup from northern Nigeria. I'm building my repertoire of peanut-based stews and soups from across West Africa, and now that pumpkin is in season, miyan taushe was on top of my list. Like always, my rendition is plant-based, but I've tried my best to maintain most of the important steps. The base of the soup is a red sauce. I started with sauteing onions in red palm oil, but many use vegetable oil instead. Then in went my tomato pepper blend, and when everything had cooked for a bit and the oil separated to the top, I added my pumpkin puree, raw peanuts, and a broth made with mushrooms and smoked tofu. I seasoned my soup halfway through the cooking process and then added spinach when the soup was just ready so that the spinach will wilt. I paired my miyan taushe with millet sanasar, which is a gluten-free yeasted pancake, but you can also eat this with plain rice. As always, the recipe is linked in my bio and a detailed tutorial is on my YouTube channel. Today's recipe is...
I like pumpkin. Pumpkin bread is fucking incredible. People always hype up banana bread, but until you've had pumpkin bread, you don't know what bread is. Thanks for the donation, though, 21st.
Manager. And then I remember when I was working there, the only thing I ever wanted to do was go to the gym. And I was getting annoyed at the fact that I couldn't go to the gym because I had to work my bit.
Yeah.
So one of my housemates became a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I have no intention of being a coach.
Yeah.
But if I get to be in a gym all day, I'll happily do that.
Yeah.
So then as soon as I became a personal trainer, as training clients, I could dedicate all the time in the world to training and actually snapping some stuff for socials.
When I was a PT, I ended up training twice a day. Because it was like, I'm here. So, yeah.
And then, I mean, early days of Instagram, there was way less fish in the sea.
Yeah.
So it was, remember there was like the OG fitness people. It was like Joey Swole, and there was some other people like,
Sergi,
yeah.
Yeah. Lazar.
Yeah, Lazar, yeah. He was someone who I was like, that's sick.
Yeah. It's funny because like with Ulysses, before I met him, I stumbled across a picture of him. There's one who is leaning on a motorbike, on a superbike, and I was like, normally I'd never really cared for building my physique. Honestly, I just enjoyed lifting. But I saw.
Too bad you don't have a woman who will cook and clean for you anymore. R.I.P.
Yeah, like that ever happened. Thanks for the donation, dipshit.
His physique, I was like, that's something to something to get to. So yeah.
Yeah, he looked mad.
Yeah. How many are we doing?
I think I want to do a little bit more weight, I think.
Okay.
How did that feel?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Like, easy?
Yeah.
You want to do another one of 25?
Yeah, let's do a 25.
Yeah. It's funny because like in Dubai, obviously I train with some strong people.
Yeah.
Sometimes I train with, Andrew Jack.
Yes, yeah.
And then like he just politely does the same weight as me, and I'm like, listen, bro, I know you can do way more. Like, don't stop trying to be nice.
I have this thing as well. It goes both ways. I say for the people that are stronger, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to lessen what you're doing. Do your proper weight, and then also for the people that aren't as strong, don't try and chase me and get injured, man.
Yeah.
Like when I'm training with Larry, there's no ego for me. I'm not trying to do what Larry does. I've never got like. do you like the most? As in looking at it and saying, yeah, that's a good.
I had a ab wheel.
Yeah.
So I did the ab rollouts and push-ups.
Yeah. For me,
that's all I did for
push-ups,
like a year.
same. Lots of push-ups, man. What was I going to say to you? Yeah, we've all seen his, and if you haven't, go check it out. His recent post with the crazy angle. Was one of you guys responsible for that photo? Oh, no, that was a selfie kind of photo, right?
Selfie, yeah. that was like a casual. Because I went to New York without my team, and I was like, fuck, I need to go back to taking pictures of myself again.
It looks sick, and I see that it's pinned right now. Wait.
Nice.
What would you say to these retarded cucks who get into and stay in relationships where their woman does absolutely nothing for them and doesn't make them happy? They barely have sex, she doesn't cook/clean, just bosses the guy around who also pays for all.
Breakup. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Hey.
So, I want to go down once, that was too early.
Nice. Yep. Good set. There you go. Get it.
Let's see. Is there any long attachments or just...
That one is fantastic. I don't know if you've used it before.
This
yeah.
or the,
It's ergonomic. If you weren't doing what you do now, what do you think you'll be doing?
I mean, I would still be gymming.
Yeah.
But I just
that goes without saying. I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
That goes without saying. Yeah.
I would have always started my own business doing something.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think, like, what else am I really passionate about?
Yeah.
I feel like in another life I would have been a producer.
I've never tried Soylent.
Oh, sick!
Yeah.
So you
Cum isn't vegan, donatillers. Would you shrink your height to 5'9" for any amount of money? And if so, how much? Sad being a manlet. I don't know, $1 billion? That'd be worth it. Thanks for the donation, dude.
Big music fan.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know how well that would have turned out for me because I don't know how creative I am or how good I am at actually making a beat.
Okay. I've done that. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I've done that years ago when I was a teen.
Even now, I see all the people making mad money off trading. I feel like, fuck, I've seen you start doing trades.
Yeah, I trade. Trading is like a breath of fresh air for me.
But it's
my wife says it's because I love numbers and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. But the weird thing is, it's like, when you trade, you're not really providing much value.
You're not at all. For yourself.
You just shift.
You doing good, G-Sauce?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just tired. Thanks for the donation, Nutmuffin. Dodo donatillers, are those guys on steroids also? The skin looks pretty good. Do you think that's just because of the camera and lighting, or do you think it's really like that IRL? I don't know why people assume this. Steroids can improve the quality of your skin. So a lot of steroids improve collagen synthesis and even testosterone. Testosterone itself can harm your skin, but testosterone is basically a pro-hormone for estrogen. So if you're taking high doses of testosterone, you're going to produce more estrogen, which is good for your skin. So, dudes like Mike O'Hearn, they're obviously running testosterone, but compounds like primobolan, nandrolone, boldenone, and human growth hormone, they all improve collagen synthesis and will help keep your skin look younger. Simeon Panda, I can guarantee you is on steroids. Mike Thurston, I'm pretty sure he's actually a lifetime natty. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
The numbers around?
Yeah.
At least like with the stuff we're doing, it's having an impact on people.
1000%.
Whether you trade.
Equities, stocks. and I day trade.
Have you made money so far?
Yes. I'll tell you in a sec.
What's your waist?
I don't know, for maybe 30.
If I became a trans woman and I offered you my trans pussy tomorrow, would you accept?
Kind of depends. How nice is your butthole? Thanks for the donation, Matt.
31.
I swear you have like... What, the thing that makes your physique, you have like... I don't know if it's because your upper is so wide.
And then I got long limbs as well. Crazy long limbs. Like, my arms are mad long.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, trading. So I got into trading during COVID, as a lot of people did. And I had a friend that was day trading, and he just made it sound so great that I said, come sit with me and teach me.
You know, I wonder if Mike has ever got his hormones tested. Fuck.
What's up guys and welcome to today's video. This is probably one of the most important videos I've ever made regarding supplements, so if you have any regard, I think it shows, and the remaining parameters are all optimal, okay, so they're all in.
Hematocrit's pretty low. 42.9. I think I was at like 48 before I even hopped on steroids. Let me see. So, yeah, my hematocrit was at 47 before I even hopped on. His is at 42. So, if he was blasting steroids at this point in time, he would have had to have been getting his blood drawn, like, you know, very regularly. Like, he would have had to have gotten, like, a really serious phlebotomy right before he did this. And on steroids, my hematocrit was just 48. So if he was on steroids at this time, the only real explanation would be he got a phlebotomy before he did that. That's pretty low. Surprising, like that's everyone's different, but like that's shockingly low if he was on steroids. I just gotta go take a piss. I'll be right back.
Oh. All right.
In range. So with the results on the app, I think it shows 40 different parameters.
Yeah, it's up to 50.
It's up to 50.
Yeah, depending on the market in which you do it.
Okay, so why do you specifically choose those 40, 50?
Total cholesterol 4.4 millimoles. I think that's kind of high. Yeah, it's 170. It's a little high.
It's a very interesting part.
LDL 2.9. I think that's a little elevated too. Oh, hey, Gum Gum. Look who I got. Got a big Gum Gum. See this? It's a big Gum Gum. My goodness, you have the most beautiful brown and black stripes. Mwah. Love my kitty. Yeah, so that's 112 milligrams per deciliter. That's fairly high. Mine's like literally half. Last I got it checked, it was at 61.
So my co-founder is a medical director. He's been in clinical trials for over 20 years. He did trials with 250 parameters, 300 parameters. And he over time...
C-reactive protein, less than 0.1 milligrams per deciliter. I don't know if that's the same measurement that I get. Okay, yeah. His is milligrams per deciliter, mine's milligrams per liter. So I think we're at the same C-reactive protein. That would just be, yeah, multiplied by 10. So yeah, same C-reactive protein. Matt Miss Bussy donated $2. If you could trade each inch of your height for 100K each, how many inches would you trade in? I don't think I'd bother. Yeah, I don't think I'd bother.
time realized that there's an intersection between parameters. He doesn't need all of them to realize what goes on to your body. So our job is to, over time, reduce the amount of necessary parameters to still give the full overall picture of what's going on. In your case,
testosterone total 20.92 nanomoles per liter. So that translates to 576 nanograms per deciliter. Oh, wait. Did that? Or no, 603. So, I mean, he's clearly not on testosterone when he got this test. So this was 3 years ago. 3 years ago, he was still really fucking jacked. So, I'm pretty sure Mike Thurston's just natty.
one of them is comparison. If you would
I'd be curious to see him get a blood test. like now. So going back 3 years. Let's see a workout video he did. Yeah, he was still big. Like, he's a bit bigger now. But he was still a big-ass dude. It's not that much bigger. Yeah, I'd say, like, he's probably natural. I know a lot of people think he's, like, juicing, but his total testosterone was 600. His hematocrit was pretty fucking low. 42. Whereas mine, when I was natural, was 46 or 47. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just natural. Matt, Miss Bussy donated $2. Oh wait, I already answered that. Dodo donated $2. Do you want to be cryopreserved if you die, and are you gonna start making plans at some point? Yeah, I guess I do that. At some point, yeah, I'll probably make plans for that. Like, why not? I don't know if the future is gonna be, like, really fucking gay, though. I guess if the future is really gay and lame, I could just kill myself, but... yeah, probably worth getting preserved. If it doesn't work out, whatever, you're dead anyway. If it does work out, then, you know, you're alive again. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Sat with me for 2 hours, told me to use paper money and learn. I'm not that kind of person.
Let me put all my
I put a hell of a lot in. In that period, I managed to turn maybe 200, 250 to 1.2. But I didn't keep it. I learned I thought I was a genius, thought I knew everything because, you know, 1.2 million, I think I'm a G. But no, I ended up losing most.
Yeah, capital gains tax, especially if you live somewhere like the UK, it's like 60%. It's fucking crazy. They just take all your money. Dodo donated $2. When you make plans for that, can you make a video about it or at least mention it on stream? Hopefully I'm there to watch because I'm curious about the process for signing up for that, you know. You just pay people online, basically. They tell you that if you're, like, elderly and you are probably going to die soon, they tell you should move close to one of their clinics. Because then they can freeze you that much faster. But I know Dr. Avi, I think he already signed up for it. I'm not sure if he already did it, but I know he's going to do it. I'm pretty sure Ask Yourself is planning to do that too. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
Most of it. I still kept my initial investment, but I didn't get to keep that.
Yeah.
And that left me a bit disheartened. So I stopped trading around 2022, 23. Just left the account, just didn't even look at it. And then recently, like within the last month, I've got back into it and I'm on a roll again. Yeah. But I've done it different. So back then I was doing over-the-counter stocks, penny stocks. Now I have a rule that I only trade the top 20 stocks in the S&P. So
Do you worry that it becomes too much of a distraction from the other stuff you're doing?
Not at all, because I'm still quite passive with it.
Okay.
When I did it before, I was up at 3 a.m. I'm doing research, I'm doing trades, and I'm.
Dude, this cat is so beautiful. You're just so big and chonky and thick. Yeah, I love my big thick kitty. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh my goodness, Gum Gum, you're so handsome. Oh, I love you so much. Oh, you are just so handsome and beautiful. Oh, yes. You are so beautiful. Oh my goodness. You are the most special kitty. You're so soft. Wow. I love watching cartoons with you. We should watch cartoons later. Dodo, Donatellar's not gonna lie, all the smart people choose cryopreservation just in case we can't escape death in this lifetime, but all the Muslims and Christians and naturalists and paleo-type weirdos like Sverge and so forth would not get cryopreserved, so there's a little good news for you. Yeah, but they're probably all gonna still have dumbass kids, so... Even though we're not gonna have to deal with them, you know, specifically in the future, their offspring will still be there. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Staying up until the trade is done, so, like, that's probably midday. Because I wouldn't necessarily have to wait for the market to close, I just need my trade to go through. But that was intensive. Now, I'm quite passive with it. I do my research throughout the day, just randomly while working, and then I normally will place my trade in the evening, and then in the morning, I get up before the market to see where we are with it. Do I need to change my order? And then I let it go through, and then sometimes I done one the other day where I'd sold by 6:45. Market opens at 6:30. 6:45 I'd sold. I think I made like 10K and called it a day. Went to my wife, said high five. You know.
Let's go.
But trading's all about discipline, man. It's about discipline, and you learn about yourself. You really do learn about yourself. You learn that you may not be as...
You can't make any money day trading. All of it's just taken in taxes. So the taxes you pay for those sorts of trades are insane. I think it's close to 80% or something. So when he says he made 10K, I'm pretty sure he really made 2K after taxes.
As
my friend Umar Ashraf said that.
Yeah.
He said it's it really is testing of your emotions.
Oh, 1000%.
Especially when times get a little bit tough. Yeah. So you're still doing bro split?
Yeah, I've done bro split for pretty much the whole time, and the reason why...
So you only do legs once a week?
Twice. Yeah. Oh, first I was bro split, but no. Legs, so I do legs on... Today's supposed to be legs, but I thought, let's give them a proper... Yeah. So
there's
no.
not much talking during that day.
So Wednesdays I do quads only.
Okay.
Sundays I do hamstrings.
Okay.
I split it up, so I'll do a whole full session, just quads. So
you're training 6 times a week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Used to be 7, and then I just slowly implemented a day off. Tomorrow's going to be my day off.
Yeah.
And the only reason is I go barbers on Thursday, and if I don't train in the morning, I don't like training. My appointment's first thing. I'm the first in.
No, what? So like, if it's the afternoon and you have to train, you're just like...
Yes. You're like, damn, man. Like, yeah. I like to get it done in the morning, man. Yeah. Do you train fasted?
I can do. It depends what it is that I'm training though.
How about today?
I eat.
Okay. Yeah, no. I train fasted. I won't eat till.
So you would do like a quad session fasted?
100%, man.
But what time would you train then?
About 9 a.m.
Yeah.
About this time, or 8:30, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time do you wake up? Asher running around.
Yeah, it depends.
6 a.m.
Yeah. Like so, me and Shan do take turns of who goes to get him. Today was her morning, perfect. So even I was still up early, but she has to go get him. Yeah. You know, but yeah, we take turns.
Has having a kid made it in any way harder for you to
train?
Yeah.
Not really.
I guess you're an exception though. So you have the...
Yeah, but even before this, Shan knows that I need to train. That's my thing. Maybe at the beginning there was the old phone call like, when you're coming back, like because I'm at the gym. But no, we've managed to navigate that.
That's good.
You know. Your arms look huge, man.
They always look good when they're pumped.
Nice.
Funny thing is, if I wore a suit or something quite baggy, I don't actually look that big at all.
Here's something. Back in the day, I want to look big. Now, yeah, it's the opposite. It's like I just want to.
Yeah, sometimes when I go to the beach or the pool, I'm like,
Dodo Donatiller is weird to think about, but the USSR had a greater population than the US during World War II. By a lot, and for some time during the Cold War. It's lower now, right? Yeah, it's half. Yeah, Russia's terrible. It's such a massive landmass. Like I guess so much of it like they have really bad winters and so much of it's like a frozen shithole. So I'm sure there's kind of a limit to the carrying capacity, especially considering how poorly they industrialized and shit. And I'm like, yeah, that whole Soviet era too, with the mass famines and food shortages, that definitely didn't help. So, yeah, America just having better weather and being more productive. That's probably the reason. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
Do you still supplement with both vitamin D2 and D3 simultaneously? And if so, why both?
Why would I supplement with D2 and D3? They're both vitamin D. So I supplement with vitamin D3. Thanks for the donation though, Justin.
Don't look at me.
Oh, that's funny. But no, I love looking normal.
I used to be wearing the tightest t-shirts on a night out.
It's funny when same. It's funny, like the other day, where was I? I think I was at Legoland, and I had a big baggy t-shirt on, and some dude was like, "Hey, what'd you do for your traps?" I'm thinking, you can see that shit. Yeah. I was like, I was just hiding in this, you know?
You catch me now in Dubai wearing a kandura completely.
Oh, that's another thing actually. One of the reasons why I took an interest in everything that you've done is obviously you're of size, but you managed to do fashion really well.
Yeah.
Like you dress good, you look good, like, which is something I've tried to do myself. I like to look good.
Yeah.
Like talk to me about fashion and you know?
So it used to be pretty terrible until I don't know if it was being, I think I changed it in London when I met a few fashionable guys whose thing on social media was fashion.
Yeah.
So they introduced me to basically some things you would never wear.
Yeah.
Because you know, if you've never worn a specific type of clothing before, it's difficult for you to be like, okay, let me go and wear that. Yeah. But when you go shopping with them and then they suggest it, you try it, and you look at yourself like, hey, okay.
Yeah.
So this is how you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And then there was an understanding of women appreciate when you dress good.
Of course.
So obviously in the early days I thought, well, just being jacked would be enough.
Yeah.
But women are always they're gonna look at your shoes, they're gonna look at everything.
Everything, how you put yourself together, man. Yeah.
So then I started placing more emphasis into that. And at the same time I wanted to change my feed on Instagram because my feed was always me topless.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, we get it, Mike.
Yeah,
like, you're in shape, but what else can you dress yourself? So I started to pay more attention into that. And then the fact that, because I own my own clothing company, which launched in 2019, I was like, if I want to improve the chances of me selling clothes to people, I need to be more a person of authority in fashion.
100%, yeah.
So that means, I mean, obviously, when I'm wearing the stuff I sell, it has to look good.
Yeah.
But I also have to wear stuff which I don't own or sell, but is also going to be complementary in helping me
1000%
become the guy who looks fashionable.
Yeah. Oh, I think you've done that really well, because one thing that I do when I'm thinking of an outfit, the people that I find fashionable, I see what they've put together, and I'm like, okay, that works with that, that works with that. You're one of the pages that I'll go to say, okay.
Legs, they will get a bit bigger to the point where I can't comfortably fit into jeans or...
I had that just the other day and I was like, what the hell, man? This is ridiculous. I had to take them off.
Like, Rob is taking pictures of me and I'm walking around in like my white tight trousers. It just looks a bit zesty. Like my ass is like sticking out my quads. The diet has not been very clean.
So, you said that you drink. How much do you drink?
I don't drink much.
Oh, you don't drink much?
No, this was when I was in my 20s.
Oh, snap, my bad. Because I was going to ask, because I have like the odd drink. Like me and my wife will have a glass of wine every like 3 days with dinner or something. And then when I go out to eat,
Jeez, he drinks a lot.
I always have like an old fashioned.
Now, if I have more than 2 or 3 drinks, my sleep will be messed up. I'll feel.
Oh, you talking about in the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really...
Are we doing hammers? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do me any good. Like a glass here and there.
Yeah. What's your drink?
Yeah, he fucking drinks like every 2 or 3 days. That's a lot.
Whiskey sour's good. Sometimes I like a beer.
Yeah.
Sometimes mojito. If I was getting on one, it would just be tequila or vodka. But last time I properly drank was New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah? How bad did it get?
Well, I'm never really out of control.
Yeah.
But it's just the next day.
Oh yeah.
I just can't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm just a vegetable.
Yeah.
I don't even want to socialize with anyone.
Last time I actually drank was Miami. It was the last day of a car rally. And
when was this?
This year. Yeah. I flew my car in. Just not flew it in. Like I had it shipped over by truck to Miami.
Which one? The Ferrari?
No, the Lamborghini. And we did a rally in Miami. And it was one of the best I've been to because it was the first time doing a rally with a police chaperone. Out there that you haven't even...
He has a really annoying laugh.
...experienced yet. That's completely...
Which is definitely up.
Just smooth, so...
Is there any... roof down, you have to be... What's up, guys, and welcome to another video. We are...
That it pop up and like...
Alright, let's see. Works out with some...
everything.
I agree.
Yeah, she looks a little elderly.
Right.
Cool. We're gonna warm up just by hanging from the bar. It's like the all-time greatest warm-up ever.
Why is he working out with a fucking grandma with a ton of fucking cosmetic surgery?
I want you to like go down.
Yes.
Yeah, this lady literally looks elderly with a lot of cosmetic surgery. Alright, we'll forget about that.
What's up, guys? The news, but then I went back
about this
and
chick.
that's a little bit, so I was like, I need someone to coach me. Oh yes.
On the movement.
Yeah. That's another pass.
But typically for.
Kind of reminds me of Eddie Hall's wife.
I feel like you just wax it on, like, do you keep a track of what you're doing?
She's definitely in shape, but... Dude, women are all just fucking themselves up with, like, the cosmetic surgery and fillers and shit they're getting. And like the stupid makeup and crap and hairstyles, like they just look like shit. Cum isn't vegan, don't tell us. Have you ever measured your wingspan? How long is it? I think it's the same as my height. Also, have you seen Thurston's physique 5 years ago in Ibiza? Skipped at 2142. He looks the same. Thanks for the donation, dude.
In a machine, it doesn't really matter the gender. It's just more about
She has a lot of acne scars too.
your own like individual anatomy. But my exercise selection is not going to be.
That's why you need to do the cardio, hey?
Well, I don't have cameraman. I just have my tripod, so things change. You guys free later?
You do those reels all by yourself.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So now.
Just believe in yourself.
I'm doing my.
Looks like she's got a nice butt.
Yeah, squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a cute little butt. All right. I'm gonna go to bed now. I am tired, and it is sort of late-ish. So I'm gonna get to bed. Not sure if I'm gonna do a workout stream tomorrow. Definitely not gonna do it if I start working out at like 2 or 3. If I can start training like pretty early, like maybe 9 or 10, I might bother, but I don't think I'm gonna bother if it's later in the day. I have to train back and arms, and that tends to be a longer workout to begin with, but then like if I have to stream on top of it, that it's just gonna take way too fucking long. But I should be on tomorrow night. I will do my absolute best to make sure that I have a nap before I stream, and then try to stream at a reasonable time. I will try my absolute best. But big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow, regardless. So sweet dreams, everybody.